stairs, but we're also going to focus on developing mental toughness and grit, because those are the characteristics that allow us to achieve greatness both on and off the court. So how do we develop those things? By getting comfortable with a challenge, by cultivating the confidence necessary to overcome adversity in all forms. That's why I coach. That's my purpose. Every member of this team can lean on me, and I'll teach them how they can lean on themselves and each other.
This message presented by the NCHSAA and the North Carolina Athletic Directors Association.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
From the Ingalls studio, WPEK Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, W225CJ Candler, the #1 preset in your car, and the new and improved iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good.
It's the difference between being...
Now, your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, money. That's money. Enter it now.
Go to ESPNAVL.com to play, and good luck.
Live from the Ingalls studio.
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
The Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dogs eat! Let them on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons! By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh my God. The Jets killed him.
And welcome back into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM and 1400. Sportsocracy is heard everywhere you go on the iHeartRadio app. We are seen everywhere on the YouTube. Just go to thesportsocracy.com, click that live video link, subscribe to the channel, and join us in the chat as we come to you live from the Ingalls studio and the NFLDraft.net. Mullet Man. Training camp's begun.
Oh, we've already had, we already have an injury from the quarterback of my team.
Oh,
I will say it's so funny to me to watch the telephone game as a guy that is friends with about, 24 members of Jets credentialed media. I got a message this morning that said Fields just went down with a cramp or something. He got on the cart and went back to the locker room. Next thing I knew, they're calling Kirk Cousins. What are the Jets going to do? Calm down, okay? Like, he's got a hangnail. It's fine. He has a dislocated toe. We don't know exactly how long it'll be. If you've ever done that, it's not awesome.
Dislocated toe.
I mean, look, when it comes to foot injuries, Tank, I think you are the foremost authority on this here program.
Look, all I did was impale my foot. I didn't dislocate my toe. That's the kind of pain.
I broke my foot once, and I've dislocated a handful of toes, and none of them are pleasant.
No, foot injuries are never fun because they screw up your entire day. So, yeah, it's not going to be fun for Justin Fields as he recovers from this groundbreaking injury. It's the word carted off.
That just
if we could find something else in our lexicon to call that, because when you say so and so got carted off at practice, oh crap, because we didn't used to hear about it otherwise. Right, like a guy, jammed his toe or something, then, he went back to the locker room and got it checked. There was I don't feel like there were many carts involved.
Well, he was on the cart. But see, we need a different term.
But what I'm saying is, unless the cart actually comes onto the field to remove the player, we shouldn't use that term, carted off. Because it sends a whole different connotation when you say Justin Fields carted off at practice. That means he wasn't able to leave the field on his own volition.
Well, in fairness, he wasn't.
It's not that he got picked up at the injury tent in a cart.
And look, I'm just going to be honest with you. Hey, where did Aaron Rodgers get picked up when the Achilles blew? In the tent. You're way too focused on where they got him. The bigger thing is, where on the cart are you riding? If you're on the gator part in the back on a stretcher, That's when we use carted off. When you're just hanging out in the passenger seat talking to Jerry from promotions, I think we need a different term for that.
Right.
That was Justin Fields was a passenger on a cart, which took him back to the locker room.
Right. And it's sensational clickbait crap.
But
that's all
we buried the lead.
Term is clickbait.
We can talk about Justin Fields a little bit later in this here program. We have buried the lead. There is not awesome news, and this is the second one we've gotten in a week.
Yeah, not great news. Today we have lost another legend. 71 years old, Hulk Hogan has passed away. Died of a heart attack at his home in Clearwater, Florida this morning. Unfortunately, he was not able to be revived when paramedics went to the scene, and there you have it.
I mean, look, you and I grew up in the same generation. You're a little older than me.
Yeah.
But we are the say your prayers and eat your Wheaties generation. Look, we grew up with Hulk Hogan on television, and look, you can't tell the story of Hulk without there were things at the end that were not great.
Yeah.
But I learned this with Ozzy. Ozzy was, obviously I'm talking about Ozzy Osbourne, passed away a couple days ago while we were not on the air. This is a little rant that I have to go on because I can't help it. When somebody passes away, if you don't have anything nice to say, it's okay to just, I don't know, shut the hell up. That's
okay.
You are completely. It is okay for you if you didn't like Ozzy Osbourne or Hulk Hogan to just go Gwen Stefani and don't speak.
That'd talking smack about Ozzy Osbourne? Or Hulk Hogan?
Dude, go back and read some of those posts on Ozzy. I mean, literally, you don't have to dig far to find comments where you go, "I'd like to punch you in the face as hard as I can," I want to step into it. And you can assume where they went with a guy that's known as the Prince of Darkness. You can assume where they went.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
But I have a feeling we're going to do some of that same thing today. It's okay to just not talk.
Sure.
Like Ozzy and Hulk Hogan were both parts of my childhood.
Sure.
I didn't, who they were as people, it didn't really come into my lexicon until I was much older.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed Ozzy's music. I enjoyed watching Hulk Hogan. And I'll be honest with you, I hated him for most of my life because he was a bad guy. I did not grow up with the red and yellow for much of my life.
Yeah,
I got NWO Hollywood Hogan.
Yeah, that was only the first few years. You missed it right on because I was on the back end of Hulkamania, right? Like we didn't watch WWF when I was growing up. We only watched NWA. We watched Ric Flair and Sting and Ricky Steamboat and all those guys. When you left the NWA and went to WWF, you were dead to us in our house. We just didn't watch it. I had no clue, like how big Hulkamania was. I mean, obviously, I knew who he was. That's the kind of Mount Rushmore stuff that we're talking about. Anytime like the Mount Rushmore of sports comes up, if you weren't recognizable by the average person, then you don't qualify. And Hulk Hogan is one of those people. I mean, he broke across the mainstream. He was the only wrestler that basically ever did it successfully up until the 90s.
Hulk Hogan walked.
Hulk Hogan was it.
The Rock and John Cena and all these other guys that have become mainstream famous. Hulk walked so you could run.
Absolutely.
Because he was the first one. It was him and Andre the Giant. That was the first two.
Yeah.
And you can give me Lou Thez and all that. Hulk Hogan was the first wrestling superstar that we had.
Yes.
Hulk Hogan was the only one. He and Ric Flair were the only two that could have done reality shows in the 2000s, and people watched it. That was one of the most popular shows on cable television for several years.
Yeah. We were all big fans of Brooke. We know that.
We all were. Yeah, it can't say we all were.
Do we need to have a conversation about something, Jeremy? What?
Never did it for me. Now, Brooke had a couple friends that, ayo, the words got all.
All right. Well, learn something new about Jeremy every day.
Tank never dated a woman taller than 5'7". You get 6 foot tall Brooke. Who's shocked that one didn't do it for me.
It's just because she was too tall. I get it.
Tall thing. It's not a Jeremy thing. Sorry, I'm
look,
the tall one.
Hulk Hogan was. I mean, he was the first superstar. You're right. I mean, Hollywood movies came calling to Hulk Hogan because he had something. Mm-hmm. It wasn't just because he was a big dude. It was because there was something there, right? And Rocky obviously helped him vault into the mainstream even more. And we won't talk about any of his other movies because they were all terrible. But, I mean, he was out there making money, right? The show that he had on TNT after Monday Nitro, what was that? Thunder something. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
No, I think that was before.
Really?
I think that was before me.
Oh man, like 1994, I want to say it was, somewhere in that neighborhood. Like he had the TV show of him like as a vice cop or something. And I just remember there being a big black speedboat in it. But he had he had 3 hours of programming on TNT all by himself. Just because he was the biggest superstar that the business ever had. You can't, professional wrestling would not be what it is today, or would never have hit its heights without him. Right? The thing that made WCW beat WWE in the ratings all those years was because Hulk turned.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody else had made that turn, so the discussion was, I'm getting a little deep divey here, but the discussion was, at the time, Sting was going to be the one. Sting was going to be the one that turned to the NWO, and then it was going to be Hall and Nash and Sting. It didn't have that hook to it. But when Hulk Hogan turned bad, I mean, the entire middle school was devastated.
Have you ever heard the story of how that happened? Of how it came to be Hulk instead of Sting?
Well, I'm sure it's because Hulk showed up and said, I'm doing this, and he's not doing this.
Nope.
This is going to be my pop, not his.
So they went to Hulk the year before. So they planned that NWO thing out for a long time. They went to Hulk, and he shot it down immediately. But he was doing movies, and he was doing other things. And I don't know if he thought about it. I don't know what changed his mind. He called Eric Bischoff and flew him to his house and said, I'm the one. I'm the one, brother. Mm-hmm. I'm the one that turns heel. And it changed the entire landscape of professional wrestling. There were so many layers to Hulk Hogan. And I would make, I've been working with the guys in Greenville, and John Ellis, a shtick he does on his show is that the offseason is Mount Rushmore time. I could make the argument Hulk's on the Mount Rushmore of professional wrestling beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Has to be.
The two guarantees are Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan.
Mm-hmm.
From there, we can debate the others. Mm-hmm. I could make the argument he was on the Mount Rushmore of 1980s personas. Like, if you were looking at the 4 most famous people in the world in the 80s, I could make the argument Hulk Hogan was one of them.
Maybe. Maybe so. I mean, even though it was so popular, wrestling still wasn't that popular. It was growing, but it wasn't anywhere near what it was in the 90s.
No, but he was.
In the 80s.
No, but he was. He was wrestling. That's why he was on the Tonight Show and on Arsenio Hall. And
Yeah, he was on all the shows. He was on the cover of Sports Illustrated. Like, it was a thing for sure.
It's just it's so tough for me to when these things happen, because we're in so much different of the world is so different now than it was. I was thinking about the timing of this is so ironic, and literally we just got the news on Hulk not 8 minutes before the mics turned on.
Right.
I was thinking about this with Ozzy. How many more singers or performers or anything like that will pass away that actually hit you in a space like that?
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, in the modern era, we just don't have personalities like this that everybody knows who they are. You could give me the top 10 most listened to singles in the world right now. I guarantee you I would not know who 7 of the singers were.
Oh, sure.
I'm still convinced Sabrina Carpenter is AI. Like, I don't think she's a real honest-to-God person because I've never seen her. She could come in my house and steal the planter from my front door. I would not know who she was.
I have no clue who you're talking about.
She's some popular singer. I have no clue who she is.
Just remember, just because it's popular doesn't mean it's good.
For sure. But I guess that's what I'm saying is how many more people do we still have on this earth that are going to hit the subcockles of the heartstrings the way that Hulk Hogan or Ozzy Osbourne or people like that will? There's just not that many of them left.
Yeah, I mean, no, because we're old. That's why.
And I think it's sad that we have a generation that's younger than us. I don't know who yours are. I really don't.
No.
If you're 25 years old right now, I don't know who the person that you grew up with that will hit you in the way that Ozzy or Hulk Hogan hit us. I can't tell you that person is. Justin Bieber, look, never mind. No good can come from what I'm getting ready to say.
I'm just Taylor Swift.
That was the one name that I had. And even her, she's
Taylor,
so divisive.
I hope I'm dead before that comes. I hope I'm dead before the day Taylor Swift meets her maker. I mean, obviously, because she's way younger than I am, and I hope she has a very long and happy life. But that'll be one of those days. I mean, for that generation, that'll be like, John Lennon getting shot, or, Elvis dying, or Hulk Hogan dying for us.
I'm never going to forget. This is 2 events now in 3 days. I'm never going to forget where I was when I saw Hulk Hogan passed away. I'll remember sitting in this chair right here, probably for the rest of my life, knowing that I was talking to you. And oddly enough, I was with you when I found out about Ozzy Osbourne, too. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's incredibly sad.
It is, but I mean that's where we're headed, man. I don't know. I guess mortality has crept up on me in my 40s, and so you start thinking about it's about that time. I had a realization the other day about my parents. Like, my parents are as old as my grannies were when that generation all started passing away. They've hit their 70s. It's official. Like, we're in that moment. And Hulk Hogan, that's one that it does hurt. It does hurt because it's such a big part of our childhood as kids who grew up wrestling fans. And here's the thing, I really didn't know any kids that didn't grow up watching wrestling.
No, we all did. All
right?
The kids
we
I
all
knew growing
watched
up, we all did.
We all watched WCW. We all loved the NWO. Everybody that's 40 years old and is a male, right? There were very few in our classes that didn't know what we were talking about when we were doing the DX crotch shots in the in the hallway, getting in trouble with the teachers. I spent a couple of days in ISS over that.
That doesn't surprise me. Of all the things you have ever told me, I think that surprises me the least.
100%. I mean, it also was followed up by a flying elbow off the senior bench, which also played into the ISS thing. But, who's really counting? Yeah, we got wild and crazy over at Irwin High sometimes. Oh, man. Hollywood Hulk Hogan passes away at the age of 71. You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville.
With some incredible starting pitching and a rock
Clear.
with stars, don't ever count the Atlanta Braves out.
Now the first pitch to Acuna, he swings, he drives one. Is this real life? It's a home run by Acuna. Holy smokes!
Join us for Atlanta Braves baseball all season on Asheville's #1 sports station, ESPN Asheville.
Our coverage of the Braves brought to you by Parks Ford of Hendersonville, home of the Parks Promise.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, is back in Vegas.
T-Mobile Arena.
September 19th and 20th, streaming live only on Hulu. 15 artists, 2 nights, 1 stage. Get tickets now at AXS.com.
Get your laundry Vegas ready with Arm & Hammer Power Sheets. Just toss in a detergent sheet. No drips, no plastic jugs, no mess. Arm & Hammer is a proud sponsor of the iHeartRadio Music Festival. Clean up before you turn up. Shop Arm & Hammer Power Sheets now.
Join iHeartRadio and Sarah Spain in celebrating the 1-year anniversary of iHeart Women's Sports.
With powerful interviews and insider analysis, our shows have connected fans with the heart of women's sports. In just 1 year, the network has launched 15 shows and built a community united by passion.
Podcasts that amplify the voices of women in sports.
Thank you for supporting iHeart Women's Sports and our founding sponsors.
Do you
Elf
want to
Beauty,
announce
Capital
the
One, and
concept of
Novartis.
Living
Just
the Dream
open the free
2
iHeart app and search
at the
iHeart
end of
Women's
this
Sports
hour?
to listen now.
We could do that. Up next month,
We'll just
the
announce
best
the
party
concept and
ever
then
to
we'll
hit
announce the
Cox
schedule
Avenue.
tomorrow.
It's the Big Wiener Party at Barbecue. Saturday, August 9th from 2 to 6 on the South Slope. 9 teams will compete, topping 2,700 hot dogs and only 1 Royal Wiener. Hosted by food stars The Vulgar Chef and The Food in My Beard, with local celebrity judges and comedians from the Asheville Comedy Festival, all for a good cause, supporting Link for Life's free mental health counseling for Asheville's food and beverage workers. Tickets are on sale now.
Buying or selling a home doesn't have to be stressful. Let me, Clarissa Marshall with eXp Realty, your local real estate expert, guide you every step of the way. Whether you're searching for your dream home, looking to sell quickly, or exploring investment opportunities, I've got the experience and the tools to get you the best deal possible. Call me, Clarissa Marshall with eXp Realty at 828-774-6343. Let's make your real estate dreams a reality. I'm your trusted realtor. I'm making moves and making dreams come true.
At Ingles, whether we're celebrating Friday night rivals, televising college basketball games, bringing the Fan Fest to semi-pro soccer, or taking you out to the ball game at your minor league park, it's all in the bag. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of
David L. wins
committed
today.
to you as our customers
A week from
and the
today,
community that we serve.
there is an NFL
to do better,
football
be
game.
better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
The Sportsocracy.
These guys are a f***ing disgrace.
And yes, I wanted to play the Hulk music, but we can't get away with that on YouTube.
Yeah, we can.
So,
do it. I'll mute it later. It's fine. I do it every day.
All right, we'll play it later.
We have some. There are some people that they do commercials around here that aren't Tank Spencer that don't understand. The commercials play too. So you music that it plays, and then I have to deal with that. I'm not gonna call you out, but you know who you are, bruh.
You know what?
You know what you're doing, bruh.
I know exactly which one you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That one.
We don't own that, so when you play that, it's complicating for us.
Yeah. Well, we'll hit it in post, as they say. Thank you to, where was it? I lost it in the comments now. Somebody had it. It was Thunder in Paradise. That was the name of the show.
Thunder in Paradise.
Thunder in Paradise was the name of the show that came on after wrestling on TNT that starred Hulk Hogan like I said, he was like a beach cop. They had like crossover episodes too, where like some of the wrestlers would show up and like play bad guys and thing. It was, yeah. It was not a great show, but it was good enough for a 12-year-old kid in 1994. Sometimes I got to stay up and watch it.
Thunder in Paradise. That's what I call mine and Amy's vacations. I thought I'd come up with something there. Didn't know I was ripping off the Hulkster, brother.
Yeah. I believe we have a super chat, don't we?
Yes, we do.
So fresh, we ball, no stress, cause we making that money. Yeah, we making that money, and we do it so flawless.
So Tank came in yesterday. Even though I told him not to, because Mark Starling was off, and that was why we were off for the last few days, was to get Tank some days off. So I tell Tank, hey, we could record some stuff. What I didn't realize is that we haven't set up in the studio to record anything in no less than 6 months. And, secret time, nothing works. So that did not go the way I wanted it to. We will have to figure that out for when Jeremy returns to the studio.
Yes.
But
as I sat there watching Jeremy do all the back of house work for the Living the Dream 2 tour, which we'll tell you all about coming up a little later in this hour, our plans for the year have gotten amazing compared to last year. So you're all going to dig it. I promise you. Anyhow, as I was, letting him do all the back of the house business stuff, I was just playing around with music, and I found a whole bunch more Super Chat songs.
He has a whole page of Super Chat buttons, and I'm not going to lie, he was playing them while I was doing, what's that thing, that the business of our show to get us paid so that we don't end up on the side of the road somewhere, and he was torturing me with these. Some of them are so unbelievably bad that I can't even express to you how bad they are.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know which ones he picked to put on the bar. So literally probably like the next 10 Super Chats, I have no idea what's coming down the line.
All of them.
Oh, you just chose the awfulest of them?
Oh, every one of them that you went, what is that? They made the cut.
Oh, the one that I looked at you and said, the hell's the matter with you? Is that one up there?
I'm sure it is.
Sweet.
We'll get to it. I don't remember which one you're talking about, but when I play it, you can tell me. Anyhow, you can super chat us on the YouTubes, and we can cycle through the playlist today if you would like. Soaring Eagle with the first super chat of the day. He says, "Are these deaths my punishment for sending Jeremy the most insane thing AI ever said?"
So he went down a rabbit hole with an AI thing, and I don't have it pulled up in front of me. But basically, so the thing with AI that you have to understand, and we covered this a little bit last week when we were talking about that scouting report that AI did for me. AI learns you. Its objective is to speak the way you do.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't, speak English in a way that any of us can physically understand, then when it sends things back to you, they are also not going to be in English. And I can't remember the whole story now. I've got like 50 things pulled up on my computer. But he sent me one that I still, to this day, I've read it like 8 times. I still don't know what it was. I don't even know what it's supposed to say because I can't read it. It was just like, it sounded like a speaking spell.
So was this like a foreign person spoke
No,
it?
No, it was not. It was not.
Oh.
But it was a lot of kid-related jargon thrown into – it was like Riz and Drip and all the things like that I don't really know what they mean. Blood came out of my ear, and
So it was a youngin'.
I hate this.
Okay, I get you. All right.
And you activated your camera again. Hey, Tank, stop holding your hands up!
What am I supposed to do with my hands? I don't know.
Don't put them up in the air. That's it. So we will go to Baby Tank for.
Or is it this way? Which way do
I'm telling you, my living hell is having to follow Tank around with a camera for all eternity.
A moment. Nope.
Yeah, you figure that out, and we'll go Fat Baby Tank on the YouTube.
It is a wonderful day here in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM and 1400. Just having some summer fun here. Training camps have kicked off in the NFL. We've got injuries that are already happening. Justin Fields has dislocated a toe, so the New York Jets are already in trouble.
Well, here's the thing. We were in trouble before, but we'll talk about Justin Fields. We have, just looking at the rundown of things that we're planning on talking about today, we're going to talk about the Cincinnati Bengals because the Bengals, they're fun. We want to talk about our reigning, defending number one overall pick because I have a sweeping declaration about Cam Ward that I saw over the last few days, and now I can't stop thinking about it. And I think it's actually a positive for the Tennessee Titans. We're also going to talk about James Cook. We're going to talk about Tua Tagovailoa, Tyreek Hill, the New Orleans Saints. We have a super chat about the Saints that we'll hit in the next segment. And, well, we're going to talk about those Saints because they're a confusing team for me. And they lost one of the almost greats, the Honey Badger. We'll talk about that too. We got a ton of stuff. We've been gone for 3 days. Very excited to be talking about football if Tank can possibly stop activating his camera.
You're in the Sportsocracy, and it is ESPN Asheville.
ESPN Asheville. Your mountain weather forecast.
Or miss than hit on our thunder shower threat this afternoon. Chances going up a little bit more for Friday. Mix of clouds and sunshine this afternoon. A late-day storm threat, 88, but they will be isolated storms into early tonight, and then clear overnight, upper 60s. Friday, scattered showers, maybe a thunderstorm in the afternoon, close to 90 degrees. Saturday, scattered storms, 90. Chance of showers and thunderstorms Sunday, near 90. From the Weather Channel, meteorologist Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. A great alternative to a mobile phone for your kids. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get 60% off. Free UPS shipping. Add code radio and get an extra 5% off.
There's a lot of uncertainty in the world, but one thing's for sure. You need a PC you can rely on. Whether it's for school, gaming, or whatever your next chapter holds, Lenovo.com has the tech to help you succeed. Shop PCs right now at Lenovo.com during their back-to-school sale, where students can save more when they sign up for a Lenovo education account. Free shipping, easy returns, flexible financing. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo.
I want to learn how to cook, but I keep ordering takeout.
Accomplishing goals is hard, but when your goal is to learn a new language, Babbel makes it easy. In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel will help you start having conversations in as little as 3 weeks. Words and phrases you'll actually use. So when someone asks, "How's your French going?" you can say,
Babbel facilite grandement l'apprentissage d'une nouvelle langue.
Now save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com.
There's an app for your music, an app for your photos, even an app that tracks your steps. But only one app brings you the live radio dial and lets you save your favorite stations, playlists, and podcasts as presets you can tap anytime. The free iHeartRadio app. The #1 app for radio.
Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports have teamed up under a new local owner to serve our community with the finest custom apparel and unique branded items at the best price. Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports can customize whatever you, your team, or your local group may need with high-quality screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving.
What's
Visit
your
MTNGraphicsAVL.com or ShowtimeSportsAVL.com. That's MTNGraphicsAVL.com or ShowtimeSportsAVL.com for your local one-stop custom apparel shops.
Folks, I hope you're ready. Coming up next month, the best party ever to hit Cox Avenue. It's the Big Wiener Party at Bear Smokehouse Barbecue. Saturday, August 9th from 2 to 6 on the South Slope. 9 teams will compete, topping 2,700 hot dogs and only one Royal Wiener. Hosted by food stars The Vulgar Chef and The Food in My Beard with local celebrity judges and comedians from the Asheville Comedy Festival, all for a good cause, supporting Link for Life's free mental health counseling for Asheville's food and beverage workers. Tickets are on sale now.
Welcome to the Ingalls Table, a delicious destination with recipes galore. Need to whip up a dessert, entree, side dish? No problem. The experts from the Ingalls Table take you through it step by step, with expert tips and advice along the way. Find the Ingles Table at ingles-markets.com or swing by the store and pick up your free copy of the Ingles Table magazine. And let's get cooking. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
Boy, you must be outside your mind.
The Sportsocracy.
Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
And welcome back into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. Time to get just a bit outside, and today's story is my head football coach telling one of his players, you need to get outside, nerd. Get some exercise. Fatty Fatterson. Talking about Desmond Watson, the big behemoth of a man that has been signed to play for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 464 pounds, the heaviest man to ever sign an NFL contract. He's not allowed at training camp. Not until he loses weight. And Todd Bowles says, it's all about making him better as a player, making him healthier as a human, of course. 464 pounds is not healthy for anyone.
It's healthy if you're a Fiat. That's a pretty healthy weight for a Geo Metro.
Yeah. Right. As somebody who's struggled with a weight problem all of my life, I have sympathy. However, as a football fan, I'm going to need you to get some PhD Health Dare. I don't care what Jenny Craig, whatever. 464 pounds, you will you will not survive long in the NFL if you're allowed to play it that way.
God, just the fact
based on injuries.
The fact you just said Craig and that makes me, how the hell you get fired on your day off? So good.
Desmond Watson told not to show up at camp. They haven't said how much weight they want him to lose. I'm going to say it's close to 100.
Much. How much weight do you need to lose? Much. Emphasis on the much.
Right.
You need to lose 4 fat babies in a full backpack before we let you back here. How about that?
There is word that Jason Light has called the New York Giants to see if they could suck some of the fat off of Desmond Watson and put it onto Cordell Flott.
Oh,
but that hasn't happened yet.
They're gonna trade some butt fat off of Desmond Watson.
Yeah, it's the first ever belly transplant. We're
solid.
Wow. 400. I didn't think that was a good idea when they signed him.
I didn't either because he's not good. So basically what you just did is you signed the bearded lady and told her to shave. So now she's just a weird-looking lady. I mean, he's not all that good. The fact he's 470 pounds is really kind of his superpower. So I don't know that that's correct. But sure, you do what you want to do.
Yeah.
My story is about this weekend's release of Happy Gilmore 2. Tank,
okay.
I have long said Happy Gilmore is the movie that most needs a sequel. I don't know if you agree with me on that, but it is my number one. It needed a sequel just because it would have been so easy to make the sequel.
Well, I mean, other than It's a Wonderful Life, yes, I would agree.
Why would It's a Wonderful Life need a sequel?
Well, because Mr. Potter didn't get it in the end. Like, I want the next version where Mr. Potter ends up going to prison and paying for his crimes.
And what is his?
We'll send him to Shawshank. It's the same time frame, right? I think.
Is his angel Jimmy Stewart? You didn't understand what we were trying to say. Anyway, Happy Gilmore 2 coming up this weekend, and they had Callaway Golf had a brilliant idea ahead of the release. They just the efficacy of it was not really there. So on July 11th, they released an Odyssey branded putter. to celebrate Happy Gilmore. So Odyssey is a brand. Odyssey is actually the first putter I ever had way back in the day because of this movie. We saw it there. I liked the weight of it. That was the putter I bought. They made a Happy Gilmore.
Wait, is this the hockey stick putter?
It's a hockey stick.
Okay.
First of all, as somebody that plays,
have one of those?
I do. No, I have the same brand. It's a real, honest to God golf putter, not the hockey stick one. Because Odyssey do make golf equipment. Callaway bought them after the success of the movie.
Okay.
So now they've made this hockey stick putter, which I cannot for the life of me figure out how anybody could putt with this thing. It was a limited edition. It came out on July 11th. Tank, I have two questions for you. One, how much did it cost? Two, how long did it take to sell out?
Oh, good Lord. I don't know. $700.
Nope, you're too high. It was $4.99. It was almost $1 for every pound that there is of Desmond Watson. And it sold out in 90 minutes.
Whoa.
To the point of that people were buying them just to put them on eBay. I saw one for as high as $2,000 that sold because they didn't think they were making any more.
That's insane.
Well, now I have to hearken back to the movie and say, you will not make your money back off that, jackass, because they're releasing more. So now you bought them for $2,500, $2,000, $1,700. Yeah, they're putting out another run of $500 ones. I have to say, I believe that was pretty predictable.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Ooh, something sold out in 90 minutes. Maybe we should do more of it.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, that decision wasn't hard.
Especially considering I haven't heard the term Odyssey Golf, I think, since about 6 weeks after the last Happy Gilmore movie came out. Callaway found our way to make our money back. Let's go.
All right. There you go. All right. Is this one shaped like a hockey stick?
Yes. It's the exact same one as the first one. They just made some more.
Okay. All right.
I'm not going to lie. I'd like to have one just in my bag. I don't think I'd ever use it.
Well, I mean, if you had it, you'd have to use it.
I am I'm very self-deprecating about my golf game. At this point in life, I've gotten older and fatter, so I've actually become a reasonably decent putter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I could make a 5-foot putt with this thing because I don't know where it's going to go. There's no guideline on it. There's nothing on it. It's just a hockey stick. Okay. It's the most impractical $500 I will ever spend, but I'll promise you I'm going to.
See, to me, I saw that movie and I went, that makes perfect sense. Why doesn't everybody use a hockey stick?
As a golfer, I can tell you, it's not weighted the right way. There's no guideline whatsoever. It's curved on the end, which you don't want. That would be the hardest putter in the history of time to hit. Oh, that's right. I
forgot the hockey sticks were curved.
That'd be the hardest thing. Actually, you know what? I want to get it and put it up in the home studio as just an homage to Great North Sports and David Smith. This is where David and I meet each other in a physical apparatus.
Right.
I'm a golfer. He's a hockey guy, and we both love Adam Sandler. Marketing. We have another super chat, and I'm scared to death of what you're getting ready to play. 'Cause it's all about the money.
Slamming Sammy Joe.
That's the best one by a mess of times.
Said, will the Saints draft their OC's son, Garrett Nussmeier, or will they take Arch Manning in the draft? They're already fighting at training camp and stuff, apparently.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. This is the
things are starting well for the Saints.
This is this is the season of camp fights, which do not make any sense. I will never understand why a grown man with an IQ above salad dressing goes, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to punch that guy right there that's wearing a polyurethane helmet on his head. That'll show him. Or going to break about 7 knuckles on my hand.
Did you never get into a fight when you were in practice?
Not with somebody with a helmet on.
Okay.
No.
I'm just
you know why? Because
I've seen people do it over and over again, so I don't know. I've never been in that situation, so maybe you can get mad enough at somebody not to even care.
Oh, I get mad enough to rip your helmet off and beat the bejesus out of you. But am I ever going to get to the point where I go,
Easy, Miles.
hey, I'm going to take this thing that's bone and skin and punch that thing that's supposed to survive a car wreck? No. But now to answer your question, the Saints are in a weird position. Spencer Rattler took first-team reps in the first practice yesterday. They expect him to rotate with Tyler Shuck.
Mm-hmm.
That's according to – I can't remember their camp reporter's name. I'll find it in a second. I don't know. The Saints are difficult for me because I can't figure out, okay, so what is a success for you this year? This roster is bad. The retirement of Tyrann Mathieu, that didn't help anything, but I don't think it really changed much. I didn't think you were good defensively. I don't really think you're good offensively. If you were setting a bar for success for the New Orleans Saints this year, what would it be? And I have the best answer that I can come up with, but I'd like to hear yours first.
Honestly, I think their greatest success would be just finishing last and picking first next year and get their future quarterback. However, I guess as a coach or a GM that's hopes to save face with the disaster that this season is going to end up being, I mean, I can't be any higher than like 5 wins.
See, but that's all right. So what you just said there, I agree with that. Getting the number 1 pick that's the high watermark. The only problem is that if you do that, most likely that means you set a very high second-round pick on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Because that means Tyler Shuck's probably not the guy. I think there are a handful of teams that are so bad that if you end up there, it most likely means Shuck's not the guy. So I added an addendum onto what you just said. I agree with you. Getting the number 1 pick would probably be your high watermark.
Sure.
With a caveat. But that it's not that Tyler Shuck wasn't good enough. You saw enough of him. But the weapons around him were not good enough. Either you moved on from Kamara, you moved on from Olave, or they showed and you have pieces there. And you still get the number 1 pick, and a year from now, you can trade the number 1 pick.
Mm-hmm.
Because there is no path that we go into the end of April next year that there's not a quarterback at the top of this class that somebody believes is a generational type talent. I have broken down this quarterback's class backwards and forwards. I've got about 11 names on a watch list going, I could see it being any one of you. ESPN put out a list of the 15 players that could go number 1. It had 9 quarterbacks on it. And some of them made me laugh a lot, but not as many as you would think. I don't think Mendoza, the kid at Indiana, I'm going to go out on a limb and say, I don't think he has a chance to go 1. I think he's good.
Right.
But if you look at Lenora Sellers and Cade Klubnik, Arch Manning, who I don't know if he will come out, I think he probably will. And you just go down the list, there's going to be somebody there that a franchise goes, we have to give up the farm. Mm-hmm. And the Jets end up giving you 4 first-round picks to get up there to get him. That's the success for New Orleans. That you have the number 1 pick, but you don't have to use it on a quarterback. Because the top of this next class is going to be really, really good.
Yeah.
Not at quarterback. You're going to have at least 1 or 2 premier edge rushers, a couple premier offensive tackles. There's going to be a lot of talent in the top of this class. If New Orleans can look at this and go, you know what, our roster's not very good, but we feel like we have the quarterback. There's your success. Mm-hmm. And you wind up with some Deshaun Watson level trade package of a team that comes up to get Lenora Sellers or Arch Manning or whoever, Drew Aller. Whoever it is that has put themselves in that position. My bet will be Lenora Sellers, but
really,
let's see. I believe in a Sasquatch more than I believe in Cade Klubnik. So, and Drew Aller is the Khloe Kardashian of college football. You keep telling me how hot she is, but I have never not one time seen it. Like, I just don't get it. I don't understand what you're talking about. I think you're smoking recreational crimes.
From the same guy who didn't like Brooke Hogan.
I didn't say she wasn't attractive. She was just not really my cup of tea.
Uh-huh.
I don't really. I'm scared of a woman that is only 3 inches shorter than me and could probably beat the bejesus out of me.
The New Orleans Saints are terrible, and this year's not going to be good. And I don't know that there is a real success story because honestly, if Tyler Shuck would have to look like C.J. Stroud or Jaden Daniels in his first year to keep the New Orleans Saints from drafting a quarterback next year. If they had not agree with you, pick.
I do not agree with you.
Then they'll regret it for the rest of their lives.
I don't agree with you there either because you're doing that thing that the Carolina Panthers did. Hear me out. Let's say this goes as badly as we think it will, Shuck looks, I'll say, competent. Or Spencer Rattler. I don't really care which one it is. I don't have any belief in Spencer Rattler. If it's him, he is younger than Shuck. And Slam and Sammy Joe has a point. Tyler Shuck's the age of guys that are signing their rookie extensions. Mm-hmm. He is. But, I mean, even in the grander scale of things, let's say he has a short career. That's still 10 years that he could be your starter. This team ain't good enough to drop an Arch Manning into. This team's not good enough to drop a Lenore Sellers into. It's not good enough to drop any of these other guys into. So you carry out the rebuild, but you have a competent enough quarterback that I can worry about building the roster first. It's not, oh my God, our quarterback is so unbelievably, brutally bad that we couldn't win anything there. Look, that division's not all that good, and it's not going to age well. The Falcons' defense is, outside of those two edge rushers, is getting pretty old. Mm-hmm. Carolina, I don't think is there yet. They're vastly improved, but I don't think they're there yet. And Tampa Bay is super old. I don't need to be on a one-year rebuild. I know fans don't want to hear that, but if you can build this roster up, there is a potential that 3 years from now, when New Orleans is ready to compete again, the Falcons have cratered into the ocean with their next coach. The Buccaneers roster is just bad. And the Panthers still haven't gotten there. And then the Saints dominate this division for a presidential term. That's your high watermark. That's the best that it's possibly going to be. But drafting Tyler Shuck, it's super risky because you may have set a top 40 pick on fire. Mm-hmm. But if you hit it and he's competent, then you can build the rest of the roster and figure out the quarterback position later. Look, the quarterback dominating your division right now is Baker Mayfield. Mm-hmm. It's not exactly like he has to beat Josh Allen and C.J. Stroud and Pat Mahomes and Joe Burrow. He's got to beat Bryce Young, Baker Mayfield, and Michael Penix Jr.
But if I have the opportunity at a generational player, why would I pass it up?
Because you don't believe they're a generational player and you don't have the roster to put around them. See Lawrence, Trevor. That's why. Because you, at some point, are going to have, because I don't think Mickey Loomis is going to survive this. You get a smart personnel guy in there that looks around and goes, hey, you know what we could do? We could draft a quarterback just because we're supposed to, but there's a great chance we're going to break that one too. Or we can ride with Tyler Shuck and hope as we build up the roster, he gets better and better and better. Now, there could be a generational guy that you can't trade out of. But what if you did? Mm-hmm. Just think about how different Jacksonville would look right now if they had been honest and looked at that roster and said, or we trade Trevor Lawrence, ride with Gardner Minshew for 2 years. By the way, this is the exact same scenario. We ride with Gardner Minshew for 2 years, take the draft capital that we're going to get, which is out of this world, build the roster that way, and then deal with a quarterback. Mm-hmm. That's where I'm at with New Orleans.
But again, that comes to what quarterback did you end up with?
In my scenario, you're not taking one.
No, I get it. In your scenario, you're not taking a quarterback, and we'll build up the rest of the roster, and then we'll deal with the quarterback later. Okay, well, if, Tyler Shuck let's say he has a respectable rookie year, and then the next 2 to 3 years he doesn't do any better than that, then you've potentially set yourself back because you don't have the quarterback, and you don't have the opportunity to because maybe your team's good enough, and now you're living in Pittsburgh world.
Oh, and you have 2 first-round picks for the next 4 years.
Sure, that you're going to use on defensive players.
Or you can use them to move up the board if you fall in love with the quarterback. And look at the 5 best quarterbacks in the NFL. How many of them went number 1? Oh, the answer is one of them. Look how many bust quarterbacks have gone number 1. Which ties perfectly into what we're going to talk about in the next segment.
You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville.
ESPN Asheville. Your mountain weather forecast.
Are you clear?
Or miss and hit on our shower threat this afternoon. Chances going up a little bit more for Friday. Mix of clouds and sunshine this afternoon. A late-day storm threat, 88, but they will be isolated storms into early tonight, and then clear overnight, upper 60s. Friday, scattered showers, maybe a thunderstorm in the afternoon, close to 90 degrees. Saturday, scattered storms, 90. Chance of showers and thunderstorms Sunday, near 90. From the Weather Channel, meteorologist Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by Georgia Aquarium and World of Coca-Cola. Georgia Aquarium and World of Coca-Cola have joined together to give you double the bubbles for less. Visit both to take in the manta rays, then taste some rare sips. There's worlds to see, all under one deal. Get your combo ticket at AtlantaIcons.com.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Ugh, kitchen ants, runaway roaches, a spider. Relax, just use Zevo. Zevo insect killer sprays use a powerful blend of mint and rosemary to eliminate those pests and up to 20 other bug types. Plus, Zevo is safe for use around people and pets when used as directed. Just spray the bugs.
All right, so we can announce
Zevo, people friendly,
living the dream
deadly.
TOO here, and then we'll go into Cam Ward.
Okay.
Ah, that's the sound of someone who's misplaced
My debit card.
their debit card.
Where'd I leave that thing?
Not at the gas pump, or the checkout counter, or the roof of your car. Now, if he has the Chase mobile app, he can use Card Lock.
Wait, I could just lock my card.
Yep, just a few tippy taps on his phone, and that sound? That's peace of mind from Chase.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. member FDIC.
Freedom lovers, don't miss Goals 2025. The Gun Owners Advocacy and Leadership Summit is at the Knoxville Convention Center on August 9th and 10th. 120,000 square feet of the top guns and gear and speakers. Don't miss this family-friendly event. Go to gunowners.org/goals to register.
At Ingalls, we're proud to work with hundreds of local farms and businesses in the communities we call home. Not only does it ensure that you get top-quality, fresh items for your family table, it's a way for us to support the amazing individuals who pour their heart and soul into delivering the very best they can do. Quality, freshness, community, it's all in the bag. Ingalls, low prices, love the savings.
Looking to buy or sell in Asheville? At Clarissa Sells WNC with eXp Realty, we're proud to be the #1 real estate team in Buncombe County. Give us a call, 828-774-6343. We're here for what matters most, you.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
With some incredible starting pitching and a roster loaded with stars, don't ever count the Atlanta Braves out.
Now the first pitch to Acuna, he swings, he drives
It's a home run by Acuna. Holy smokes.
Join us for Atlanta Braves baseball all season on Asheville's #1 sports station, ESPN Asheville.
Our coverage of the Braves brought to you by Parks Ford of Hendersonville, home of the Parks Promise. Bear Smokehouse Barbecue in Asheville has two things that all Sportsocracy fans crave: bold flavors and big portions. Oh, yeah, and they've got the balls. Bear's famous bear balls are packed with mac and cheese, pulled pork, cornbread, and deep fried and then topped with bacon and cheese sauce. This is the place to be. Live music on Saturdays and the first Sunday of every month. They partner with the Guitar Bar to host Mr. Jimmy's Barbecue Blues. Bear Smokehouse Barbecue in downtown Asheville and South Asheville.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward. And we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on.
So I was listening to that first time that Coley called in earlier today.
Or a chainsaw over the next few months. We trees for our neighbors.
It's just funny.
Wanting to help Western North Carolina.
Like, who's this on the line? Coley? Who's this guy?
For promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo! From the Ingalls studio, WPEK Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, W225CJ Candler, the #1 preset in your car, and the new and improved iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good.
Now, your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, bank. That's bank. Enter it now.
Go to ESPNAVL.com to play, and good luck.
The Sportsocracy.
It fires me up, man. I love it. Say it one more time.
The Sportsocracy.
Shake it back!
Beer City's best sports talk.
It is gross.
Just earlier.
They are mature, actually. You just have to get to know them better.
Your lunchtime dose of dumbassery. Live from the Ingalls studio.
It is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400. We are heard everywhere you go on the iHeartRadio app. The Sportsocracy coming to you from the Ingalls studio and the NFLDraft.net Mullet Manor. Don't forget that you can super chat with us. You can get in on the YouTube channel, subscribe to the YouTube channel, super chat with us. Help me drive Jeremy crazy. It's not, and somebody said, "Oh, you're trolling for super chats." No, it's not. It's not about the money. Can you do 5-cent super chats? I just want everybody to hear the fun that I was having yesterday.
He is very impressed with himself. He has been gloating about this all morning. When he got in the studio and realized he had a whole page of things to torment me with. And the funniest part is I have the memory of a toddler, and I will forget them pretty much day over day because now there's so many of them.
I mean, look, when you see how hard his eyes roll back in his head when we hit a dumb one, and trust me that many of them are dumb ones. I think there's only 2 good ones, and I already played one, and the other one was the one that we use all the time. The rest of them, all anti-Jeremy. It's going to be fun for us all. I'm just saying.
I remember one that sounded like it came straight out of Deliverance. I believe there was a banjo and maybe a jug band. I don't remember. I was a little busy at the time, and Tank was torturing me with all of this.
Indeed. Anyhow, welcome into the Sportsocracy. If you're just tuning in to the program, we do have training camps going on as the NFL season is getting closer and closer and closer. We are 7 days away from the Hall of Fame game. Next Thursday in Canton, Ohio, we will have, the Chargers and the Lions?
Yeah. This Chargers is the last day of the year of 2025 where we are a full week away from an NFL game. After today, we will be to only days away from football. I get it's preseason football. I understand that. I don't care. I do not care. I watched cornhole the other day.
Shouldn't have done that.
I almost watched a WNBA game the other day just to get a level of some form of competition.
I'd rather watch cornhole.
You should move on. You should.
I can't speak.
I know you can't. I saw the look on your face, and I know you so well that I was reading your mind.
It was going to a dark place, and we're above that. We're above that. Professionals here.
We do have something to announce, though.
We do.
Specifically what I was working on yesterday while Tank was torturing me with stupid Super Chat noises.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're going to go breaking news noise.
Who's gonna break the news? Who's gonna break the news? Who's gonna break the news? Who's gonna break the news?
So we have teased this. We haven't specifically said it or explained what it is. So now that's what we're going to do. Our tailgate tour this year is called Living the Dream 2, TWO. Well, we have partnered up with some new friends that you'll be hearing a lot about over the course of this year, including our friends at Appalachian Motor Coach. What they do is they are a shuttle service. They also have one gigantic, sweet 70-inch television-fueled Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van that we will be taking on select dates for Living the Dream 2, TOO. Those are tailgate trips that you can go with us. We will be announcing the dates for these trips tomorrow. Mm-hmm. It is not the full list. It is the confirmed list. We have confirmed a handful of these games. We have a few more that we just have to button up a few things on. But the gist of this is that you will be able to purchase your seat on the bus and go tailgating with us. We take care of the transportation, so that's the vehicle, gas, the parking around the stadium, the food, the beer, the liquor. We have a big tailgate set up with a grill. We will have tailgate food. We'll tell you about all the partners of that in the coming weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And you go tailgate with us. And you are living the dream too.
Exactly.
And we are so excited about this. We have some in upstate South Carolina. We have some in Charlotte. We have some in Atlanta. We have some NFL games. We have some college games. And then there is one great big one at the end that if we don't sell that one out, I'm going to be reasonably disappointed in all of you. Like, I just straight up. I'm not trying to be anybody's dad here, but if we don't sell that one out, there will be a level of upset with the great listeners of this show because it's going to be so awesome.
Yes.
Some of these games will be strictly bring your own ticket. Some of them we're in contact with some of these teams, so we can facilitate some of these things. We're not if there is a ticket to be had, we're not making 1 cent off of this. And the only reason that we are selling tickets on this is to make up for the expense because it does cost money to do all of these things. So that's the only reason. Whatever the number you have in your head, we have crowdsourced this with every listener of this show that we talk to on a daily basis. Not one of them has said a number that is lower than what we're charging. Some of them have said the exact number. One of them was 6 times higher, and we went, I think we're onto something here. And I do have to give a big shout out to Stephen Towle. So we crowdsourced this in a Facebook group that we're in with guys that listen to the show. And Stephen Towle put us in contact with the Tailgoat, which is the Baltimore Ravens version of exactly what we do. And it added some new layers to this that we hadn't thought of. So now we're bringing big speakers and things like that. So we'll have music. We're having somebody make custom cornhole boards for us. We're going to have some fun tailgate game activities that we had not thought of until I talked to the Tailgoat guys yesterday. They said, you should do this. And I went, that's a brilliant idea. I'm glad you thought of that first. See, we took your idea, completely ripped it off, And we weren't going to give you a lick of credit for that because we didn't know who you were until yesterday. But it's going to be a lot of fun. Our objective is we want more people around our tailgates. We've got people with Ingles coming with us to do tailgate food. We want to make this bigger and better. And in the words of the great poet, Snoop Dogg, it ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. So here we are.
So, yeah, the Living the Dream 2 tour. Going to have your opportunity to go along with us on some of our football adventures, which I can't wait for you to hear the schedule. It is a heck of a schedule. We've hit all the high points. We'll just say that.
There are a lot of...
And a couple specific dates I'm really looking forward to.
Yes. There's a wide array of games. So if you're a college guy, we've got basically one date to about anybody you could like. If you're an NFL guy, we've got a couple dates for NFL games around here. Big NFL games, bowl games, and then hopefully some NFL playoff games at the end.
Nice.
But we won't know that until we know, who's going where.
Who's in, right.
It's very exciting.
It is very exciting.
It's very exciting.
I can't wait.
very
And
exciting.
we could not do it without the wonderful help of our sponsors. Do we have new ones that we want to add to the list?
Appalachian Motor Coach is confirmed. You will be hearing a lot about them. They are a great company if you're in the Asheville, basically anywhere from Asheville to Greenville to Knoxville, all the way to Charlotte. If you need wedding transportation, if you're doing a bachelorette party or anything like that, they have a fleet of vehicles. They will safely take you to and from where you're going. They'll show you a great time. All of the drivers are awesome. I know them all personally, and they will be the new sponsor of Don't Do Crimes. So every day when we Don't Do Crimes, you'll get to hear about Appalachian Motor Coach and how to get a hold of them and how to book them for your events.
Excellent.
Because they preclude you from doing the crime of driving intoxicated. And it just felt like it made all the sense in the world.
Of course, our lovely partners from last year are all back.
They are.
And in on the plan. Of course, it is the Ingles Living the Dream Tour 2. Parks Ford of Hendersonville, provider of the mobile studio.
Which will be going on all these trips as well. The vans will be parked beside the truck.
Clarissa sells WNC.com.
She is the title sponsor on a handful of the Tailgate Tour fan trips.
And Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue.
Who will be doing the food. We'll be taking Bear's Tremendous Food with us to all of these events.
Is that are they better hook us up with some balls?
I'm not gonna lie, I have
balls
not
need to travel.
They have not sent me what exactly they're sending, but I'll be honest with you, Tank, I've had 3 meetings there in 2 weeks. The next thing that I eat from there that's not good, I'll let you know because I ain't found it yet.
I mean, of course it's all good. Of course it's all good.
Megan brought out a whole slew of pecan pies. We were having a full-on business meeting. There were a handful of us around that table, and she just brought out pecan pies for all of us. And they were awesome.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to thank Megan for that. Some of them ended up at my house.
They did.
And
she brought more than there were people at that meeting.
She did that just for me. She was thinking about me.
I'm not going to lie. It was funny when the girl that when we went through the line to get our food, the girl looked at my face and she went, "You're a big wiener judge." And I went, "That's the weirdest thing anybody's ever said to me." And I looked up and there was my face with the phrase "big wiener judge" right over my head. And I went,
yeah.
I looked at Cole. We do a golf trip. He's the owner of Appalachian Motor Coach. We do a golf trip every year. And I said, "That picture's going in the group chat, isn't it?" And he went, "Already there. I saw it before you did." So there have been a lot of jokes. The funniest one was from our guy Ted, who said, "Those who can't teach." And you win. You win the day.
Mm-hmm.
That was fantastic.
Jeremy is indeed a big wiener judge for the Big Wiener Party that's coming up on Cox Avenue at the Bears Smokehouse Barbecue on August the 9th. We're 2 weeks away. A little over 2 weeks away. So it's going to be a fun time. You need to mark your calendar, make your plans now. It's going to be an afternoon of frivolity, lots of entendre, double in fact. It's going to be a good time. It always is hanging out at Bears Smokehouse Barbecue, but especially when, there's wieners involved. And there will be 2,700 of them, 9 teams, and we're dressing them all up. We're dressing up all the wieners for Jeremy to judge. And you to judge as well. You can come on by and enjoy in the fun with us at the Big Wiener Party. It is a benefit for Linked for Life. You can learn more all about Linked for Life at bearsbbq.com.
I can actually I can also announce this, that the winner, whoever wins the dog contest,
okay,
one of our tailgate tours, that will be our tailgate food. We will have a whole thing of those specific hot dogs at one of the games we're doing.
Okay. Awesome.
Very excited.
That is awesome.
We have a slew of super chats to hit before we take a break, and then we have to get to the topic that was supposed to happen in this segment.
Well,
it's no wonder that it takes us a week and a half to do defensive power rankings.
Indeed.
Because we talk a lot.
Sure we do.
Money, 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 plenty of money. Give me loads of money, a lot of dough. No funny money, just old-fashioned money.
We had that one, but that's not a new one, I don't think.
Yeah, it is.
Is
it?
It
is.
You've just played that one for me a lot. I hate that one a lot.
I know you do.
The first one's from Soaring Eagle. It said about the AI thing. Maybe this will jog Jeremy's memory, and he's right. It did. It was not kid jargon. It was physically every word that you cannot say on FCC airwaves in one paragraph. And it was done in a professional way, which is, kids, let Uncle Jerome here give you a piece of advice. Don't AI things and then just copy and paste them.
Mm-hmm.
That won't go well for you.
No.
Because people don't always know that it was AI. They might just think you're a moron.
Which, if the AI program is talking like you talk, then maybe you are a moron.
Oh, you ought to see. Yeah, I did one of those AI scouting reports for you.
Uh-huh.
It was strong.
Was it?
It was strong.
Okay. All right.
Wasn't necessarily always the nicest thing to you, but
oh, I'm sure.
It was strong.
You badmouth me to it all the time.
No, I don't really. I mean, I even asked it, how many interactions have you had with Tank Spencer? And it said, I found some of these off the internet. And I went, oh, boy, we're doing that now. Oh, we're crowdsourcing opinions? Sweet. Listen, Reddit we go.
Here's the thing. It has to, because I don't interact with it.
It's okay. Whoever does, they got you pretty good, bro. They figured you out pretty good.
They figured me out pretty good.
We have another super chat.
Okay.
Money, get the money, money. We in the money, we get paid, we get the cash, we get the dough.
I can't decide if I like that or hate that. I didn't hate that one nearly as bad as I thought I was going to.
You shouldn't.
Slamming Sammy Joe. Episode idea, discuss the weakest position for each team. That feels like a show we could do next week. That feels like, what day would that be? Monday?
That could be a Monday show.
That could be a Monday show.
Yeah. Okay.
Slam and Sammy, congratulations. Your residual check for 43 cents will be in the mail as a producer of the show, because we're taking your idea and running with it on Monday.
That's right. Royalties for him.
Yeah,
royalties for that man.
And don't feel bad. That's what our royalty checks look like, too, and we own this.
All right, we got one from Gary Birch before the break.
Yep. Okay. I'm okay. That's not terrible. I keep fear. Now I have like a healthy fear of. Did you vet all of these all the way out before you loaded them in?
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean there were some explicit tracks, and I took care of them.
Okay,
I produced them.
Just making sure, because I specifically remember one now that I just got the angina. It was a steady pull. There was a steady pull of diarrhea that was like right here, because I went, if he's playing that one, none of the rest of this is gonna matter, because this is the last show we're ever gonna do, because we're super fired. Gary Birch asked, and I'm assuming this is to the Living the Dream 2 tour. Will there be strippers? No paid ones. So, I mean, if we get to a city and somebody's a Lane Kiffin, Nick Saban kind of recruiter, more power to you. I'm not going to stop you, but we didn't furnish the bus.
Wait. I don't think that's the message we want to send. Sorry, I had to do it again. Just throw in that paper. You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400. When we come back for the break, you want to talk about Cam Ward?
Yep.
You've got like a definitive statement on Cam Ward? Is that what I understand?
I do, and it's going to sound weird when I say it, but I really believe it.
All right. We'll find out what Jeremy believes about Cam Ward coming up next.
Once you're $1,000
and we're clear,
you win bonus bucks. You'll have to decide on whether you'll tell everybody or keep it to yourself. The winning happens every weekday right here.
Win $1,000 on ESPN Asheville. Is your truck wimpy, trailer barely hanging on, shed crumbling?
Yeah, all those
Litter
super
Truck
chats have
Outfitters,
kind
the
of
largest truck
blended
outfitters in the Southeast,
in my head,
your gear,
and
rugged
I
bed
thought there
liners,
was something
hardcore
bad
truck
about to come out of that
accessories,
mouth.
top quality trailers, and
I didn't like any of it.
with over 100.
Yeah. I know exactly which one you were thinking about too.
No.
This is the story.
No, sir.
As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risk.
No, that one did not make the cut, just so you know.
Good.
He relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products.
You were paying way better attention
delivery,
than I was.
So he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER.
Well, I mean, that is why I played them 800 times, because I was editing them as I went.
Well, look at that.
Join iHeartRadio and Sarah Spain in celebrating the
that.
1-year anniversary of iHeart Women's Sports. With
It wasn't just to torture you.
Analysis, our shows have connected fans with the heart of women's
All right,
sports.
I gotta,
In just
hit
1
the
year,
head.
the
I'll be
network
back.
has launched 15 built a community united by passion.
Podcasts that amplify the voices of women in sports.
Thank you for supporting iHeart Women's Sports and our founding sponsors, Elf Beauty, Capital One, and Novartis.
Just open the free iHeart app and search iHeart Women's Sports to listen now.
This is no small matter.
Big things are happening.
It is a big deal what is going on.
These are big events.
Some might even say
Huge. This is huge news.
And to keep up
with what's happening in the Middle East. This is not World War III.
you'll need massive amounts of information.
Massive. On the anti-ICE riots.
On trade deals and tariffs.
On the one big beautiful bill.
Check in for the latest on every big story.
There's no bigger story right now.
On News Radio 570 WWNC.
Out here in the middle of these acres, it can feel like you're the only person on Earth. That's how it feels when you're struggling with your mental health. But you don't have to feel alone. Find more information at loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Ingles Tools for Schools is here. Drop off your school supplies at Ingles on Smoky Park Highway on Thursday, August 7th. Plus, right now, you can buy a Tools for Schools icon for just $5 at the register of your neighborhood Ingles. Tools for Schools with Ingles, News 13 WLOS, iHeartRadio Asheville, and Eblin Charities.
Looking to buy or sell in Asheville? At Clarissa Sells WNC with eXp Realty, we're proud to be the #1 real estate team in Buncombe County. Give us a call, 828-774-6343. We're here for what matters most, you.
Folks, I hope you're ready. Coming up next month, the best party ever to hit Cox Avenue. It's the Big Wiener Party at Bear Smokehouse Barbecue. Saturday, August 9th from 2 to 6 on the South Slope. 9 teams will compete, topping 2,700 hot dogs and only one Royal Wiener. Hosted by food stars The Vulgar Chef and The Food in My Beard, with local celebrity judges and comedians from the Asheville Comedy Festival, all for a good cause, supporting Link for Life's free mental health counseling for Asheville's food and beverage workers. Tickets are on sale now.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
The Sportsocracy.
What are you people? On dope?
It is ESPN Asheville, the Sportsocracy, back during football season. Feels good to say that. Training camp's going on, it counts. Preseason activities are fully underway. We are 1 week away from the first preseason game of the year. We have things going on in training camp, and a couple of days into it, Jeremy has a definitive statement to make about Cam Ward.
Well, there was a Twitter thing that cycled around the old Twitter sphere over the last couple of days. It's from Football Analysis at FBall Analysis YT on Twitter, and this I saw this no less than 100 times. What he said is, I can comfortably say Cam Ward is the least discussed number 1 overall pick that's a quarterback heading into their rookie year in the past 20 years.
Yes.
And that got in my head of why is that? Why is it that Cam Ward is the just forgotten man in the NFL? I've never seen a number 1 overall pick that just nobody talked about.
Well,
have you?
I have not. Number 1 quarterbacks typically get all of the pressure and praise and all of the, this is, I can't wait to see so-and-so. I don't have any wish to see Cam Ward on an NFL football field. I mean, I don't think he's all that special. I don't see franchise quarterback in him. And he went to a team, the Tennessee Titans, who I have no hope for. So it doesn't move the needle for me at all. It's a what I guess you would term in my head an overrated quarterback going to a bad franchise where this is not going to work. There's no excitement.
So I pulled the first quarterback selected in every draft class.
Okay.
Over the last 20 years.
Okay.
And I now understand why the guy that made the OP, as the children call him, I understand why he said 20 years. Because I figured out the one that is the most comparable to me. And when I get to the end of this, you'll understand.
Okay.
So I want you to tell me, with every name I say, as a prospect, I don't care about the team, I don't care about any of that. In terms of as a prospect, which one did you like better? And when I say the name, you either say him or Ward.
Okay.
Caleb Williams.
I'd probably say Caleb.
For me, it would be Cam Ward. Close, but it would be Cam Ward.
Mm-hmm.
Bryce Young.
Bryce Young, not close.
Agreed. Kenny Pickett.
No.
Cam Ward.
I thought you were only doing number 1 picks.
This is the first quarterback selected in every draft class.
Okay. All right.
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor.
Joe Burrow. Kyler Murray. I did that draft with you, and I don't think you're being truthful right there. Because you did not like Kyler Murray at all.
I see more potential I saw more potential in Kyler than I do Cam.
I don't agree with you there either.
Okay.
Baker Mayfield.
Well, that's obvious. It wasn't Baker.
Nope. Mitchell Trubisky.
And Cam.
Jared Goff.
Yeah, I don't really remember having much of an opinion on Jared Goff, but for these purposes, we'll say Cam.
Jameis Winston.
Jameis Winston.
Blake Bortles.
It's Cam.
E.J. Manuel.
Cam.
Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck.
Cam Newton.
Cam Newton.
Sam Bradford.
Sam Bradford.
Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford.
Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan.
Jamarcus Russell.
Probably Jamarcus Russell.
It's Jamarcus.
I mean,
That
he had
was
all
easy.
the hype in the world.
Because he had a howitzer.
Right.
And Vince Young.
And Vince Young.
Okay. So, in the last 20 years, you are saying that Cam Ward is the 7th least hyped quarterback in terms of what you thought they were coming in of the last 20 years.
Sure.
I disagreed with you on a full 3 of those. I had him dead in the middle in terms of, as a prospect, year over year, how I feel about them. I think he is, I'll call him Melba Toast of I had him directly in the center. The reason that I don't think people are talking about him is because he's boring. It's not Tennessee. It's not Tennessee, and I'll tell you why I say that. Do you think the Atlanta Falcons had a whole lot of hype in 2008? No, they didn't. Did the Tennessee Titans have a whole lot of hype with Vince Young? No, they didn't. The Detroit Lions were a disaster, as were the Rams with Sam Bradford, as were the Panthers with Cam Newton. It's not the team. It's that Cam Ward's boring. And I like that. I like it for that city. I like it for that team. I like it for that scenario. I like it for everything. And the more I have thought about Cam Ward, the more I like him day over day over day. Did you hear what he said when they asked him about Will Levis?
That he didn't care.
He didn't say he didn't care. It kind of came off that way.
I mean, 100% it did. I don't care about him. I'd focus on Cam Ward.
What he said was, I really didn't have a reaction. I focus on Cam Ward. And that was to the news of Will Levis being ruled out for the 2025 season. And people said he was ruthless. People said that it was not a good teammate. What's he supposed to say? I was drafted here to replace that guy because the coach hates him. It could have been so much worse. And even with that, if you don't go directly to Twitter to search out Cam Ward, I scoured ESPN to even find if it was mentioned. It wasn't anywhere. It was buried in an article from Tyrann Davenport on reactions from camp of the Tennessee Titans.
Mm-hmm.
This kid is basically Teflon because none of you care about him. So instead of having to deal with the hype and having to deal with what I saw firsthand with Bryce Young of getting just insane media coverage, people following him around, him having to answer all these dumbass questions that he goes through, Cam Ward just gets to be Cam Ward. Do I have a super high expectation of the Tennessee Titans? No, I'm not as low as you are. I think you think they're one of the 5 worst rosters in the league, and I don't agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
I think
they're
Cam
definitely
Ward
in that discussion.
I think Cam Ward is set up perfectly to succeed. And now I'm going to use that same list that I gave you earlier. I want you to think about how many of these guys were victims of their own hype. Vince Young was a victim of his own hype. Vince was the most athletic player that had been on every field he had ever stepped on. He didn't work hard enough. He had a really good rookie year, actually won Rookie of the Year. And then the league caught up to him. Jamarcus Russell didn't work hard enough. He worried way too much about being Jamarcus Russell and way too much about being a celebrity and not enough about being a quarterback. Sam Bradford, I would say the same thing. I remember him getting off a plane in Minnesota when he was traded out there. And I remember just seeing the look on his face going, he looks like a deer in headlights. Cam Newton was way more celebrity than he was star quarterback. Hate to break it to you, Carolina Panther fans, that's 100% true. If you don't believe me, go listen to the guys from Dan Patrick talk about it. 7 of them saying he's not a Hall of Famer, and I agree with them. Andrew Luck, I think he was a victim of his circumstance and the hype. There is no hype with Cam Ward. If he comes in this year and throws 25 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, the Titans go 7-10, is anybody calling him a bust? No, because you're looking at the team going, I don't believe in them. I didn't watch it. I didn't see it. I didn't care. And so Cam Ward doesn't have to deal with these outside influences that guys like Jameis Winston did. And I could just come in here and play quarterback.
Yeah.
I think it's
definitely a bonus for him.
I think it's a perfect scenario. I think it's a perfect setting. And I'll be honest with you, I think it's going to work. I think it's going to work.
Okay.
I have loved the way he has handled himself as the basically unquestioned starter of the Tennessee Titans.
Of course he did. Nobody thought that he wasn't going to be.
No. You're not listening to what I'm saying. He didn't come in here cocky as the unquestioned starter, even though they didn't announce him that way. He played the game. Then Will Levis gets knocked off because Levis has surgery on a shoulder that was still hurting him. There's still no cocky in this kid. He doesn't want to deal with the outside noise.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that there is none, that's beneficial to me.
I would agree.
And I do agree. I think he's the least talked about quarterback since Alex Smith. Do you remember when Alex Smith came in as the number 1 pick of the 49ers 20 years ago?
Vaguely.
Do you remember anything from that camp?
No.
But weird, Alex Smith was reasonably successful in the NFL. Alex Smith was a good quarterback in the NFL. He made a bajillion dollars, and there's a reason for it. Was it sexy? No, but he won games.
No.
He won games.
He did.
You know who got all the headlines that year?
Everywhere he went.
You know who got the headlines that year? Aaron Rodgers, because he fell in the draft like a rock.
Mm-hmm.
And then it became a whole, and everybody says, well, but Aaron wound up being a better quarterback than Alex Smith. You're right.
Sure he did.
Aaron Rodgers also brought a circus with him for 3 years.
And he's bringing it with him again to Pittsburgh.
Sure
Let's go.
Let's go. The fighting Pittsburgh Steelers.
You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, the 880 AM, and 1400. Will no pressure be good for Cam Ward? Yes. Every rookie should wish to be in that scenario. I just wish he was on a better team. If he has a good year, we'll see if that team can get better around him. But no, I don't think anything he does this year other than absolutely suck on ice is going to draw any attention from anybody. Unless he has a Jaden Daniels type year, and then those of us who poo-pooed whether or not he was fit to be a superstar quarterback in the NFL or a number 1 pick in the NFL draft, I won't go so far as superstar yet, then we'll all be wrong. You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville.
ESPN Asheville.
Now we're clear.
Thank you.
Your mountain weather forecast.
Or miss then hit on our shower threat this afternoon. Chances going up a little bit more for Friday. Mix of clouds and sunshine this afternoon. A late day storm threat 88, but they will be isolated storms into early tonight. And then clear overnight, upper 60s. Friday, scattered showers, maybe a thunderstorm in the afternoon. Close to 90 degrees. Saturday, scattered storms 90. Chance of showers and thunderstorms Sunday near 90. On the Weather Channel, meteorologist Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by North Carolina Department of Transportation.
Each year, about 2,000 pedestrians and over 800 cyclists are hit by cars in North Carolina. You can change this. Drivers must yield to pedestrians, and cyclists must obey traffic laws. Visit watchformenc.org.
There's a lot of uncertainty in the world, but one thing's for sure. You need a PC you can rely on. Whether it's for school, gaming, or whatever your next chapter holds, Lenovo.com has the tech to help you succeed. Shop PCs right now at Lenovo.com during their back-to-school sale, where students can save more when they sign up for a Lenovo education account. Free shipping, easy returns, flexible financing. That's Lenovo.com.
What's your weird story?
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation.
Still haven't decided. What's yours?
Mine's about Beyonce and Indiana Jones.
Want to boost?
Well, that definitely wasn't one I was looking at.
There we go.
To level Dalafil
All
for
right, I
better
gotta get
bedroom
some,
performance
ice.
and
I'll be right
zinc
back.
for testosterone support.
How
Turn
long do I
gains
have?
all the way up and find affordable treatment options
2 minutes.
All right, I'll be
less
right
than
back.
brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy.
At Ingles, we know that fresh means local. The best ingredients don't come from a world away. They come from your own backyard. From the farms we support, to the stores we love, to the tables you treasure. Ingles, we're with you every step of the way.
Buying or selling a home doesn't have to be stressful. Let me, Clarissa Marshall with eXp Realty, your local real estate expert, guide you every step of the way. Whether you're searching for your dream home, looking to sell quickly, or exploring investment opportunities, I've got the experience and the tools to get you the best deal possible. Call me, Clarissa Marshall with eXp Realty at 828-774-6343. Let's make your real estate dreams a reality. I'm your trusted realtor. I'm making moves and making dreams come true.
Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports have teamed up under a new local owner to serve our community with the finest custom apparel and unique branded items at the best price. Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports can customize whatever you, your team, or your local group may need with high-quality screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Visit mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com. That's mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com for your local one-stop custom apparel shops.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
At Ingles, whether we're celebrating Friday night rivals, televising college basketball games, bringing the Fan Fest to semi-pro soccer, or taking you out to the ball game at your minor league park, it's all in the bag. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
On the weird scale, there's Vegas, there's Florida, and there's Asheville. Let's get weird, Asheville.
Well, we are back in the Sportsocracy, and so many options for weird stories, but I'm going to bring you a heartwarming story today because I'm kind of in that mood. I started out my day sifting through old, or not old, I guess not old, but last year's storm coverage tapes. So it always puts me in a weird mood after I do that. So when I stumbled across this, obviously it kind of hit hard for me today as I wear my Craigtown Strong shirt. Weird, I'm just going full hurricane theme today. A dog who went missing 8 years ago during Hurricane Harvey has been returned to his family. It happened, of course, down in Texas, and, this woman, this man, goes into a public bathroom at Cameron Park in Waco, Texas, last week, and just there's this little dog in the bathroom all by itself. I'm trying to figure out how it got into the bathroom, but that's neither here nor there. Realizing that there was no one around for the dog, right? I guess he asked people around, or if there was anybody around, is this your dog? Nobody claims the dog, so he took it to Pet Circle. I'm guessing that's a pet store. I don't know much about that, but took it to Pet Circle where they scanned the microchip. Lo and behold, it belonged to a family 300 miles away from Waco, Texas. Don't know what happened to the dog in the in-between, but 8 years and 300 miles later, it was reunited with their family. I love stories like that. It's a long way away for a little, this is a little tiny dog, too. One of them little fathead dogs. Kind of looks like a fat chihuahua.
This is a great dichotomy of Tank telling a nice heartwarming story, and mine is really odd and kind of funny. Do you know who Dr. Zahi Hawass is?
No.
He is
Never
the
seen that,
former Egyptian minister of antiquities.
Ah, okay.
Basically, he's real-life Indiana Jones. I don't know what Indiana Jones did because I've never seen any of the movies except the god-awful Crystal Skull one, which I guarantee I ain't never watched the rest of them. That was terrible. Dr. Hawass was basically the keeper of the Egyptian pyramids and all of the things that went with Egypt, all of their historical landmarks and such.
Okay.
Well, he just did an interview with the New York Post and said that there's only one person he's ever had to ban for life from the Egyptian antiquities, and it was none other than Mrs. Jay-Z, Beyonce herself. So the story he told was she came to Egypt in 2008, and in quote, it did not end well. She was a very nice lady, but she had a very bad bodyguard. I have a camera lady who follows me during these tours to record everything. Beyonce's bodyguard snatched the camera right out of her hand. I wouldn't stand for it. I told her and her bodyguard to get out and banned her from the pyramids on the spot. Okay. Now, maybe this is just me being the jackass that I am. That would be in my Twitter bio. Like, I'm banned from the pyramids forever.
Yes. You would definitely claim that.
This is the same guy that went on Joe Rogan on the Joe Rogan Experience and had a we'll say it was a little combative at times interview because this guy's he's a little strange. But they call him real life Indiana Jones. That would also be in my Twitter bio. Even though
Real
I've
life
never seen
Indiana
that movie.
You're real life Dale Gribble. How about that?
I'm way too big to be Dale Gribble. I'd be real life Bill Dotrick.
Oh wait, who? Yeah, that one. That's the one.
Lenore.
That's the one.
That's one of those impersonations I can do that don't come up very often.
Nice.
But every time I do it, people go, "Holy crap!"
Very nice. So Beyonce is banned from the pyramids. All of them, or just like some of them?
All of them.
All of them.
Mm-hmm.
What about pyramids outside of Egypt?
Well, I mean,
Like,
she can go to the one in
the
Vegas.
Bass Pro Shops in Memphis.
She can go to Vegas, but anybody can go to Vegas. They're not real picky about who they let in there.
That is very true.
As evidenced by the fact the Raiders just signed Jamal Adams.
Hey, he's already the best secondary player.
Do you ever see signings and just go, how'd you get there? Because the last time Pete Carroll and Jamal Adams saw each other, it didn't go so well.
I guess. I don't remember how that ended.
Neither does Jamal Adams, because I think he had about 19 concussions.
Right.
Yeah, he broke the record for sacks by a defensive back and was never seen or heard from again, except by the team doctor. He saw him a lot.
So Jamal Adams to the Raiders. I did not see that signing.
I have a better chance of making the 53-man roster for the Las Vegas Raiders than Jamal Adams does.
Really?
Yes. Yes,
okay.
And I will stand by that. Both are at 0%.
But why?
Because Jamal Adams is not good at football. That would be a good daily draft for us to do one day. Stars, NFL stars that just fell off the world. Like, hey, you remember when Arian Foster was a thing? Yeah, whatever happened to him? Nobody knows.
Nobody's real.
He got stuck in the Bermuda Triangle, and nobody's seen him in 8 years.
Right. You remember that time Jamal Adams was on pace to have more sacks than anybody in any safety in NFL history? That didn't last long.
Oh, you know what's funny? I bet he's higher on that list than you think.
Oh, I'm sure he's. I mean, sacks aren't really a safety stat. So when you put up 9.5 of them in one season, you're probably already on a short list.
Oh, he's 6. He's 6 all
He's
time
6th
on the
all
safety
time?
list. I'll give you
21.5 sacks.
I will
in the
be
first
shocked.
4 years. Of
And
career.
one of them is a total lie because he was a corner, not a safety.
Mm.
I know he played a little safety at the end. How many of the 5 in front of him do you think you can name?
Oh, good Lord.
And now this is free safeties. I don't know why it's clarifying it that way, but it is.
Oh, God. I can't split safeties. Because I was thinking John Lynch is probably on that list, but he was a strong safety, wasn't he? Free safeties. Yikes.
Let me see if they have a list for. Let me see if they have a list for strong safeties. I don't see. Oh, yeah, I do. It doesn't change much.
It doesn't change much when you add them both together?
Nope.
So John Lynch, is he on
Nope.
the list?
I feel like he would have
Who
had.
else?
He
Steve
only had
Atwater?
13. John Lynch only had 13 sacks in his career.
Really?
Jamal Adams had just
he
under
didn't
that in a
blitz
season.
Yeah. He didn't blitz much. But by God, you caught it on the second level. You felt it.
Yeah, your 5 answers were Carnell Lake, Adrian Wilson, Brian Dawkins. Brian Dawkins was one of the ones I thought you might get.
Yeah.
They considered Rondé Barber because he played safety in the last couple years in Tampa Bay, which I think is a total cop-out, and I hate it a lot. Rodney Harrison is your all-time leader at 30.5. Jamal Adams is 6. In 100 less games than anybody in front of him. Oh, and by the way, 40 of the games he's played, he has been the most irrelevant player on the field.
I was going to say, he hasn't had a relevant snap of football since 2021, right? That was the return year after he got injured.
There are some names
and
on that.
And he
I
took
can't
like
believe,
one snap in the season, and then it was over.
I can't believe Charles Woodson didn't have more than he did. I would have thought Charles Woodson would have had 25 by accident. He had 20 in his whole career. 254 games, he had 20 sacks.
Wow.
Blaine Bishop was another name that I was thinking about because he blitzed a lot. Antoine Winfield and Derwin James are only 4 behind Jamal Adams.
Yeah, they'll catch up pretty quick.
Probably by the end of the year. Because I will say Jamal Adams adds 0.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. Steve Atwater only had 5 sacks.
That was another name I saw and went, really?
5? I swear I saw him have 5 in a game one time.
How many did Rod Woodson have?
That dude was all over the place.
Rod Woodson and Troy Polamalu were the 2 numbers that I went, that cannot possibly be true, but it is.
Out of 10?
Rod Woodson had 13.5. Troy Polamalu had 12 in his career.
Really?
He had 12. 12!
Wow.
I'm not going to lie. That's one I did not expect us to go down this rabbit hole today. But that is a list that has completely changed the way I look at safeties forever. He's a great blitzer. Oh, well, he doesn't do it very often, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
We have 2 super chats before we go into this next commercial break.
Goody, super chats.
Give me those dollars, don't you holler, that's your money, honey. That's what I need.
What is that? What 1987 sitcom did you pull that off of?
Yes.
And why did it star Patrick Duffy?
I don't know why, but that was the
God, that
perfect
sounded
name
like the
there.
theme song to Step by Step. That was. I almost want you to play that one again. It was that bad.
Give me those dollars, don't you holler, that's your money, honey. That's what I need. Well, give me the cash back. No money back.
Did you AI that?
I did not.
So somebody actually sat down and recorded that.
Yes, somebody did. And they got through with it, and they went, damn, we nailed it.
Killed it. Yes.
Good job, boys.
Yes. We will have a spot at the Tuscaloosa Walmart by the end of the week. Let's go. Great North Sports said, with enough fireball, anybody can be a stripper. That's a good point. That is really a good point, which is why we try to keep Tank away from the fireball. Jeremy knows how to handle it. Tank, not so much.
Not so much. All right. We got another one?
Yep.
Oh, no. What happened? Oh.
Money from the money tree. Fall on me. Life's a lottery. Oh, 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 oh.
That was like the guy that was left out of the Rat Pack because they all hated him.
Yep.
Like that. Dean Martin kicked that guy's ass at least once. I'll bet you anything you want.
A bunch.
That's, without a doubt, the worst one you've played yet. Slam and Sammy Joe said more hype on QB4 of the Browns than about Cam Ward. He's not wrong.
Nope.
He's not wrong.
Nope. Because, look, I mean, he was the least hyped prospect. Number one prospect ever. Right? Even in the year that Baker Mayfield was the quote-unquote surprise number one, he still had more hype, more discussion about him than Cam Ward did. Because there was nothing to be – there was nothing controversial about it.
Well,
it was from the start of the process. The Tennessee Titans have the number one pick. They're taking Cam Ward. Let's move on to other things.
I thought you were saying there was nothing controversial about Baker Mayfield. And I was like,
no.
What?
No, I'm saying Cam. There's nothing controversial about the kid, and there was nothing controversial about the pick. I mean, for 5 seconds, we talked about maybe they shouldn't take a quarterback.
And from a marketing standpoint, I understand why that's a negative. From an on-field standpoint, it might be the biggest positive I've ever seen.
Agreed. I'm not saying it's a negative. I'm just saying there is zero about the kid that's interesting. And that's why there's no pressure.
I will say, we worked really hard to get a game with Cam Ward on our schedule. Because I want to see him on the field. Mm-hmm. I want to see that team. And I can't emphasize this enough. I will take any excuse to go to Nashville, Tennessee, short of somebody's going to hit me in the nethers with a wiffle ball bat when I get there. Anything short of that, I'm down. I love Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
That is also a city where I may have to send Tank back in a body bag. Like, sorry, Andy. Tank tried to follow me around Nashville, and he died at 7 o'clock on Tuesday.
I'm sure it'll be a much different experience if I went with you rather than going with Mark Starling.
Yeah, you told me about searching around for restaurants, and if I remember correctly, my exact response was, they have restaurants in Nashville? I thought you just ate bar food until your kidney exploded. That's how I do Nashville.
It's Jeremy Green, ladies and gentlemen, in a nutshell.
I couldn't tell you a restaurant in that entire town. I could tell you every bar, and I could tell you every country singer that owns said bar. Still dedicated to finding the John Anderson Seminole Wind Bar, because I know there's one somewhere. I just don't know where.
You got to go out to Mount Juliet for that.
That's fine. It's a dive bar, and I guarantee you they got a mechanical sheep. I'll bet you
100%.
anything you want.
100%. Go ask Megan. She knows.
Take your mullet, bring your mullet and your gas cap, get in no cover. Right. It's my kind of bar.
It's actually just a converted Airstream.
God, that does make me want to find the best dive bar in America or in the Southeast while we're on this tour.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing short of my wife, my children, and my family. There's nothing that I love more than a good dive bar. And I mean, I want it to be just like, when was the last time they washed this counter? Don't care. I'm not drinking the counter. I'm not drinking the counter. I'm drinking the beer off the counter.
Ugh, you're in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville.
ESPN Asheville.
Clear.
Mountain weather forecast.
More miss than hit on our thunder shower threat this afternoon. Chances going up a little bit more for Friday. Mix of clouds and sunshine this afternoon.
My wife is
Late day
making
storm threat
something
88, but they will
food-wise in
be
there that
isolated
smells
storms into
awesome.
early tonight, and then clear overnight, upper 60s. Friday, scattered showers, maybe a thunderstorm in the afternoon, close to 90 degrees. Saturday, scattered storms 90, chance of showers and thunderstorms Sunday near 90. From the Weather Channel, meteorologist Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. Crispy chicken's better in a Taco Bell taco. Or burrito. Or both. Try Taco Bell's new crispy chicken taco and or burrito today at participating Taco Bell stores for a limited time only. Contact store for availability.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You've got apps for everything. Music, photos, even ordering coffee. But only one app gives you the live radio experience. It's radio your way. Anytime, anywhere. Join the millions already listening. The free iHeartRadio app. The #1 app for radio.
I'm Mark Starling, and this Medical Minute is brought to you by Haywood Regional Medical Center. July is UV Safety Month, and at Haywood Regional Medical Center, we want to help you stay safe in the sun. With hot sunny days and outdoor fun in full swing, it's more important than ever to protect yourself from harmful UV rays. Yes, sunshine helps your body make vitamin D, but too much of it can cause painful sunburns, premature aging, eye damage, and even skin cancer, the most common cancer in the U.S. The good news, it's all preventable. Here are 5 simple ways to protect yourself. Seek shade, especially between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Wear protective clothing, hats, and sunglasses. Use SPF 30 or higher sunscreen, and don't forget to reapply. Check your local UV index before heading out. And be aware that some medications can increase your sun sensitivity. These small steps can make a big difference. Your skin and your future self will thank you. Visit myhaywoodregional.com to learn more.
Welcome to the Ingalls Table, a delicious destination with recipes galore. Need to whip up a dessert, entree, side dish? No problem. The experts from the Ingalls Table take you through it step by step with expert tips and advice along the way. Find the Ingalls Table at ingalls-markets.com or swing by the store and pick up your free copy of the Ingalls Table magazine. And let's get cooking. Ingalls, low prices, love the savings.
Bear Smokehouse Barbecue in Asheville has 2 things that all Sportsocracy fans crave: bold flavors and big portions. Oh, yeah. And they've got the balls. Bear's famous bear balls are packed with mac and cheese, pulled pork, cornbread, and deep fried and then topped with bacon and cheese sauce. This is the place to be. Live music on Saturdays and the first Sunday of every month. They partner with the Guitar Bar to host Mr. Jimmy's Barbecue Blues. Bear Smokehouse Barbecue in downtown Asheville and South Asheville.
Buying or selling a home doesn't have to be stressful. Let me, Clarissa Marshall with eXp Realty, your local real estate expert, guide you every step of the way. Whether you're searching for your dream home, looking to sell quickly, or exploring investment opportunities, I've got the experience and the tools to get you the best deal possible. Call me, Clarissa Marshall with eXp Realty at 828-774-6343. Let's make your real estate dreams a reality. I'm your trusted realtor. I'm making moves and making dreams come true.
From the Ingalls studio, WPEK Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, W225CJ Candler, the #1 preset in your car, and the new and improved iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good.
Now, your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, cash. That's cash. Enter it now.
Go to ESPNAVL.com to play, and good luck.
Live from the Ingalls studio,
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
the Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dog eat! Let him on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons! By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh my God, the Jets killed him.
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. We'll have to mute that one for the YouTube channel, but I had to do it. It's the greatest wrestling theme song ever created.
And it's funny you said that because I just made an executive decision. That's today's daily draft. Because I agree with you.
Songs
I agree with
time?
you. That is the best theme song of all time.
Okay. All right. Now, do they have to be original theme songs, or can they just be songs used by the wrestler?
No, they don't have to be original.
Okay.
Best theme song in the history of wrestling.
Okay. All right. Today's daily draft here in the Sportsocracy. Best theme songs of all time. I guess we have to take Hulk off the board.
Yep. Hulk is the no doubt definitive answer.
Okay.
We both get that one. That's just, in RIP Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
You're number one. Where do we go from there? Do you want the number one pick, or do you want the two at the turn?
I got to take the number one pick.
Okay.
I'll give you the two at the turn because I have to have Sexy Boy, Shawn Michaels. That is right up there with Real American.
It's very good.
Also sung by him, and Jimmy Hart did the the girl part.
I love that so much. I love that you and I discovered that at separate times without telling each other within the same week.
Yeah. The mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. He did the Sexy Boy. Oh, yeah. I didn't know that until I watched. Was it the Icons that we watched it on? Or we determined that we had seen the same show, but I don't remember which one it was. Whether it was like the Rivalry show or, I don't know. It was one of those WWE shows that they have. Because I don't watch wrestling, but I watch the crap out of WWE throwback product. All right, Jeremy, you get the turn here.
I mean, I think I have to take the most obvious one,
mm-hmm.
which is The Undertaker.
Okay.
The Undertaker. That's the most iconic. That's the most iconic entrance in wrestling.
I mean,
if we were taking everything all together, that's the winner by a mile to me.
Nah.
Who touches The Undertaker?
There's another one that you're not thinking of.
I believe it's probably one of the two that I'm battling between next.
Yes, it has to be. If it's not, it will not come back to you.
I have two that I'm battling for with the other one. But The Undertaker was just so iconic.
Oh, the dong.
Oh, yeah.
And the lights go out and the whole thing, it was phenomenal. But don't ever use the Dead Man Walking theme song for somebody who's getting ready to go into the HR office, because that didn't go my way.
Oh, did you do that?
I did that to a guy at the radio station one time.
You played the Undertaker theme song?
I did. He was like, oh God, he told me like at 9:00 in the morning, like I got an email. I'm supposed to go meet with so-and-so today. And I was like, good luck. I was just joking around. I was like, guess that's it for you. We'll see you later. And then as he was stepping out of his because our studios were right next to each other, he was in the newsroom and I was in the producer's studio. And as he walked out of his office, I hit the Dong, Dead Man Walking. And he strutted, too. He strutted like The Undertaker all the way down the hallway. We made a big joke about it.
And then he got fired.
He didn't come back to see me.
And then he got fired. That's almost.
The boss came back down the hallway, and I was like, what happened to Jim? He was like, we had to let him go. I was like, oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
That's almost
I feel bad now.
That's almost as bad as the song that was played at me one time. I was dating a girl that I did not know was engaged to a guy in the Navy, and they played In the Navy from the Village People as I walked into the sales meeting. Over the loudspeakers and everything.
Yeah.
I was like, y'all are jerks. And they changed my name tag to Jody because they're even bigger jerks.
Jody.
It's the enemy you fight at
Okay.
home take. My second selection is, and before you get mad at me, I didn't know. I found out and I ended it. Okay. My 2's Triple H. That song's too good. That song is phenomenal, and it had like 80,000 different entrances. Just his WrestleMania entrances by themselves were awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. And I want to know who the one.
I mean, look, I am not ever going to say a damn word against Lemmy Kilmister. So
I have a feeling
I'm not
I have a feeling you're about to cheat. I think I know now what you're getting ready to do.
I'm not cheating.
Because this is for individual people, not groups.
Oh, it's not a group.
I swear I thought you were going to say DX. Stephen Tao just said that. And I went, if that was available, I'd have already taken it. But it is not. Because if it was, I'd have had the NWO 1 and I had DX 2. Done.
No. All right. Well, you made this real easy for me. Because if we get to count Hulk, I have now my 1, 2, 3, and 4.
The fact you had anybody. Stone Cold Steve Austin's going to be one of them.
That's number 2.
I don't think the song was as great. And
All I need is the crash.
And
you said
I
most
agree.
recognizable sound? The Undertaker? Forget that.
The
Glass
Undertaker.
breaking.
The Undertaker's better than Stone Cold Steve Austin. The gong is better than Stone Cold Steve Austin.
No, sir. The glass breaking was the thing that sent everybody crazy on a bigger scale than The Undertaker. And look, the Dead Man is awesome. And yes, the theme song was killer, and he did it for much longer. Right? The Stone Cold stick wasn't around as long as the Dead Man thing. But it's the most recognizable.
Oh, we're doing a poll on this. We're totally doing a poll on this.
And the third one is the Nature Boy Ric Flair, 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yeah, that would have been one of my next ones, but I can't have that. Triple H has the best song. I think if we're just going straight song, I would say Triple H has the best song ever.
Okay.
But look, you're off to a whale of a start.
I would agree.
Now I got one that I know you're not going to take.
Mm-hmm.
I got one that I know for a fact you're not going to take. This is where these get hard for me because I have to play my opponent and not I have to not play the game. Because there's one, if you steal from me, I may have to punch you in the face.
You've already played the game. You can't take it again.
I did play the game.
Time to play the game.
All right, I'm going to take the one that if you take it away from me, I'll have to kill you, which is $1 Million Man.
Okay.
$1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. That is to me the great. If we're just going song, that's probably the second best song ever. Because now we're running into this, we're kind of skewing because we did this for Hulk. So in my mind, this was for the song, not necessarily the entrance. And so I took 3 that I think are very high in terms of song. The Undertaker came into church music, and he was an Undertaker. Triple H and $1 Million Man, 2 best songs. You've got some good entrances. I'm not sure they're outside of Nature Boy. I'm not sure they're great songs. HBK is though.
I was going to say.
Yeah,
Come
HBK.
on. Come on.
I don't think you would take this, but just on the off chance that you did, it's CM Punk, Cult of Personality. And I know that was late, and you were not, around for that. Neither really was I. That's one thing that can still get me hyped because that was one of my entrance songs. Before I ever heard CM Punk use it.
Yeah.
I used that for walk-up in baseball when I was in the 8th grade.
No, it's a great one. That is a good selection.
Would you have taken that just out of curiosity? I didn't think you would, but I didn't want to risk it.
I would not have taken that one. Man, there's just so many good ones. But
Stephen Tao said this segment is upsetting me more than it should.
There are few WWE theme songs that have as much replay as the one I'm about to select. The Macho Man Randy Savage. His theme song was so good, every school plays it at their graduation.
Pomp and Circumstance?
Yep.
Yeah. I considered Macho. I just couldn't take it over the ones that I took.
Yeah, I mean, there's that one goes song and entrance, because there were some really great Macho Man entrances
for sure
over the years. Now comes
there are
two.
I have two that I swear to you it will be stream of consciousness. I won't even think about it because I've saved these two thinking you wouldn't take them.
Man, I'm so torn. But he was my favorite wrestler in high school, and you would never pick this, but it's Walk by Pantera. Rob Van Dam, ECW.
You're right. I would have never taken that one.
There was nothing like it. Nothing like it when he hit the arena.
That's a good one. I would not have taken it. So I feel like we didn't play each other particularly well here, because I could have taken CM Punk later, and you could have taken that one last, because I was not taking it.
I mean, that is last, isn't it?
No, you got one more pick because you picked first.
Oh, I numbered them wrong.
So you're going Rob Van Dam with your selection there.
Sure.
My two are the easiest. This is the easiest two decisions ever, because we said song, and these are two of the greatest songs ever. Edge, beyond a shadow of a doubt, had one of the greatest theme songs of all time. And Randy Orton. You trying to remember the Edge one? On this day, I see clearly. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah. And Randy Orton. I hear voices. That open of I hear voices in my head that come to me and understand about it. So good.
Okay.
And I knew you wouldn't take them because you were so Seacrest out that you only did WrestleMania, and I think both of them have been dead at WrestleMania for like 10 years.
Right. Yeah. No, I wouldn't have got there with either of those guys.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When I said I was debating at Triple H, I was debating between Triple H, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Randy Orton, and then I had to have that moment of he ain't taking Randy Orton. He ain't taking Randy Orton. I can do that one a long time from now.
Yep. Nope. Never would have got there. All right. Final selection. He was my hero. He was my All-American hero. And it's Kurt Angle.
Really?
And the fact that the "You Suck" chants.
Oh, that
came into play after he started to catch fire. Yeah, it was Kurt. I was a big Kurt Angle fan.
If you had to take an undrafted free agent, who would it be? Gary Burch said, I have no idea why Jeremy decided to pursue draft coverage over his musical career. In fairness, I'm actually a pretty good singer, just not when it's 8 octaves higher than me, which both of those songs are.
Yeah.
But that was a great line, Gary. If we still handed out points, which I think we should, that would have been several for you.
Oh well, the undrafted free agent has to go to the second best wrestling theme song of the ECW years, Enter Sandman. When the Sandman came out with the beers and his kendo stick, it was a different level.
Oh, I'll give you another undrafted free agent because I know you're not taking either of these. And I'll take mine after you because I know you're not taking them. We're gonna vote on this one on social media. And I love that everyone Tank has done is 25 years old or older, and everyone I have done is younger than that.
Well, it's got to be. It's got
except one.
And then I will. I'll take Hollywood Hulk Hogan from WCW.
Oh, that's a good one.
Jimi Hendrix.
That's a good one. My final two would be Cody Rhodes and Bray Wyatt. The Cody Rhodes one is fantastic. And Bray Wyatt was just, that entrance was Undertaker level good. And I love the fact I started with The Undertaker and bookended it with Bray Wyatt. This is one of those times we both walk away going, I dog walked you there.
No doubt. No doubt. Because you've got 4 on there that I don't even know.
Oh, they're so good. This is why you and I should do a wrestling podcast. We named this at one time.
We did. We did.
What did we call it?
What was it?
Toothless aggression? Useless aggression. That was
Useless aggression.
Useless aggression. There it is.
I think is what we called it.
I think I even bought that. I think we went so far enough down that rabbit hole that I even bought that, and we never did anything with it.
Just never done anything with it since.
We have a couple super chats on this topic.
All right. Let's see.
Take it easy, money, with the wink and a smile, like it ain't no thing. Like it ain't no thing.
I hate everything. That sounded like if you bought the Beatles on Temu. And I don't like the original Beatles.
How did you go Beatles on that?
Because it's annoying and it sucks. So that just steers right into the Beatles. It slams right into it.
Wow.
That was God, that was like if the Beatles had been a god-awful garage band in somebody's high school neighborhood.
You're like in the whole total wrong genre of music for the Beatles. Stop.
What would you compare that to?
That's like Aretha Franklin. That's like that era. That's like 70s. That's like the theme to the Jeffersons is actually what I thought about when I heard that.
Oh, that was just terrible. I love the theme song to the Jeffersons. I hate that. Slam and Sammy Joe said Billy Gunn theme is the best. Workout or shower. That is a solid one. I'm not going to lie. You don't remember that one, do you?
No.
I don't think I should say it.
He came out to the New Age Outlaws. That's
that was him and Road Dogg. He had one by himself that was really, really good.
Uh-huh.
It's not this high to me, but it is a good one. That's a good one to have mentioned.
Okay.
Then we have one more super chat. It's from Red Sea. He said nobody picked AJ Styles, and now I'm upset. Also, not a bad one. I like that one. I just couldn't have it over any of the ones I took.
He said AJ Styles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
That is a good song. I'm trying to think if I couldn't take it over any of the ones I took.
No. Gambit fan, you're absolutely right. Shout out to One of a Kind, which was Rob Van Dam's music when he got to WWE. That was one of the best cuts on that Forcible Entry album back in the day. See, I'm real good at the 90s, not too swoofed at the newer stuff.
Which is why we need to do Useless Aggression. Because I got the newer stuff. I stay just connected. I have like 8 best friends that have 8-year-old boy children. So I have to stay just connected enough to wrestling that I know what's going on. Zach Hurst kid. That's all. Every time I go down there, that's all he wants to do. And I'm like, Ian.
Just talk about wrestling?
Well, yeah. It's wrestling or Minecraft. I didn't understand Minecraft when I was 8. I sure as hell don't understand it at 38. So wrestling it is.
Did it even exist when you were 8?
Yeah. That game's been around forever. Maybe not 8. It might have been a little later than that.
Okay.
That would have been like 1995. So.
I didn't realize that it had been around that long.
We'll go a little deeper than that. But when I was a child, I didn't understand it then. I don't understand it now. But wrestling, oh, yeah. We can talk about CM Punk for hours, and I'm so down.
I'd rather not. You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. Are we going to do some defensive power rankings, or are we just going to push that off forever?
Yeah, we should probably finish that. The longest power ranking in the history of time.
We should probably do that. It's been a week and a half. We'll try to knock that out when we get back.
Music Festival, presented by Capital One, is back in Vegas.
T-Mobile Arena.
September 19th and 20th, streaming live only on Hulu. 15 artists, 2 nights, 1 stage. Get tickets now at AXS.com.
Capital One is the proud presenting partner of iHeartRadio Music Festival, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
Here's what's trending now on the new and improved iHeartRadio app.
Okay, you've got to hear this. Elvis Duran caught up with Karol G about her new album, teaming up with her childhood hero Shakira, and the wild story of her jumping into the Hudson River thinking it was the ocean. Then Jay Shetty sits down with Common for a powerful conversation about healing and purpose, and how he turned pain into poetry. It's real, it's raw, and it's seriously inspiring.
Explore the latest. Open the free iHeartRadio app and see what's trending now.
At Ingalls, we're proud to work with hundreds of local farms and businesses in the communities we call home. Not only does it ensure that you get top quality, fresh items for
Oh, yeah, I remember the Ass Man now.
amazing individuals who pour their heart and soul into delivering the very best they can do. Quality, freshness, community, it's all in the bag. Ingalls, low prices, love the savings.
Folks, I hope you're ready. Coming up next month, the best party ever to hit Cox Avenue. It's the Big Wiener Party at Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue. Saturday, August 9th from 2 to 6 on the South Slope. 9 teams will compete, topping 2,700 hot dogs and only 1 Royal Wiener. Hosted by food stars The Vulgar Chef and The Food in My Beard, with local celebrity judges and comedians from the Asheville Comedy Festival, all for a good cause, supporting Link for Life's free mental health counseling for Asheville's food and beverage workers. Tickets are on sale now. In the aftermath of Hurricane Helene, we found out a lot of things about our community. We saw neighbors helping neighbors, and we learned in desperate times one of the best things to have around is a redneck with a chainsaw.
Not just a chainsaw, boy, just country boys in general. When you live in these mountains, you figure it out. Like, you make stuff happen.
After answering the calls for help that they heard on the radio, the Chainsaw Brothers are still here, making it happen the right way. Fair, insured, and local. Need tree help? Call the Chainsaw Brothers. 316-1013. 316-1013.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve.
Hey, let's do crimes coming back right here, because we only got,
Experience the Parks
it's already
today
26.
at parksfordhendersonville.com.
We'll take a
Looking
break
to
and do
buy or
the
sell in Asheville? At
defense.
Clarissa Sells WNC with eXp Realty.
Well, I'll just let you do your crimes.
Okay.
And we'll save time. Because I got to get another Bears in here, too.
6343. We're here for what matters most.
Give me a second. I
You.
got to find my crime story.
Welcome to the
never mind.
Ingalls
I know what
Table,
it is.
a delicious destination with recipes galore.
I laugh every time I see
Need to whip
every
up
time
a
I see the
dessert,
headline.
entree, side dish? No problem. The experts from the Ingalls Table take you through it step by step with expert tips and advice along the way. Find the Ingalls Table at ingalls-markets.com or swing by the store and pick up your free copy of the Ingalls Table magazine. And let's get cooking. Ingalls, low prices, love the savings.
We are back in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. It's time for the most important message of the day from Jeremy Green.
Don't do crimes. I have this may be the funniest stupid story I've ever told in this segment the entire time we've been doing it. It's from Florida. It's about 38-year-old Cynthia Valeska Diaz Sosa. She stopped in the middle of the road. Oh, this was July 9th in Key West. She stopped in the middle of the road to attend to something that I'll tell you at the end of this.
Okay.
there was a car behind her driven by one Perla DeMiller. Perla was on the way to pick up her child from school with someone else in the car. Perla, that is her name.
How do you spell that?
Perla. Perla.
Okay. All right. It's a new one.
She pulled up behind Miss Sosa, who was stopped in the middle of the road. She honked her horn. She pulled out in the other lane, and she ended what Miss Sosa was waiting for. What event was happening on this road that had stopped Miss Sosa? I'll give you a hint. It's a really funny thing to be crossing a road.
We'll say a sloth.
Nope, it was a chicken. The chicken was crossing the road, and Miss Sosa stopped to allow the chicken to cross the road. Okay. She stopped. Miss DeMiller had pulled up behind her, honked her horn, swung out in the other lane, and smacked the chicken. And Miss Sosa got very angry to the point of she chased Miss DeMiller down the road, forced her into a corner to where she had to stop her car, pulled on the door handle, got it open, and sprayed Miss DeMiller and the passenger with bear mace.
Jeez.
This gets worse. This gets dumber as it goes. Sprays them with bear mace, gets in her car, drives off. Where did she go?
Church.
Police station to report the crime that Miss DeMiller had committed of running over the chicken and left out the part where she had bear maced her.
Excuse me?
Obviously, once her
First
eyes
off,
stopped,
hitting a chicken is not a crime.
Agreed. I agree with you. They told her the same thing. She left.
Okay, good.
She left. An hour later, Miss DeMiller called the police station to report the crime of being bear maced, and somebody at the Key West Police Department went, "Oh, wait. This story sounds really familiar, but that other lady left this part out. She did not tell us this part." So they had a little bit of a manhunt. They caught her earlier this week, charged her with 2 counts of second-degree felony aggravated battery, one count of burglary with assault or battery, which is a first-degree felony. She was taken into custody, released on $35,000 surety bond, which I don't know what that means. But this indeed does answer the age-old question. Why did the chicken cross the road? To make the crazy lady bear mace the other lady.
Mm-hmm.
It's not to get to the other side, because he never did that. Yeah. And now he's met an unfortunate end with the colonel.
The surety bond is when there's another party involved. So there's like a third party that's involved in paying, or however that system works. I watched Dog the Bounty Hunter. I don't know how the money works.
Oh yeah, Dog.
But it's like there's
more of that show
there's the court, and then there's like there's like somebody ultimately responsible for making sure that you do whatever you're supposed to do.
Gambit fan said, "How does this get dumber?" I think I paid that off pretty well.
Yeah.
The one that bear maced another human went to the police department to report the non-crime after she had committed 3 felonies.
But they hit a chicken.
But she hit a chicken. Yes, so did Colonel Sanders, and he's a billionaire.
How about this? Get out of the road, Martha. Jesus.
There is one socially acceptable time to stop in the middle of the road for an animal to cross, and that is at the beach for the turtles.
Right.
That is, and the dog. Don't hit dogs.
Right. Now, see, Detroit Fan Man says manatee climbed out of the water somehow. That would be the weirdest thing that would be crossing the road in Florida. You're right. However, that actually would have made it a crime because the manatees are an endangered species, I believe.
One of the entrants in this story was the manatee in this story.
Defensive power rankings, Jeremy. She was. And I bet she'd have a lot of fun down at the Big Wiener Party.
There it is.
On Cox Avenue, Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue, they throw the best of parties. And, nobody throws a wiener party like Bear's. you want to come down on August the 9th, it'll be an affair lasting from 2 to 6 in the afternoon. There will be a Sportsocracy team topping hot dogs. One of the 9 teams will include myself and Patrick Holt, who's doing all the work. Or at least I've been told he's doing all the work. And we will be competing against 8 other teams to have the best concoction for your hot dog. You can go to Bears Smokehouse Barbecue, or go to bearsbbq.com. Excuse me. That is the website of Bears Smokehouse Barbecue. Go to bearsbbq.com for more info. Follow their socials. Have they posted the trash talking reel yet?
Not yet, but
I haven't seen it.
They still need my response to it, which is
gotcha.
I was going to shoot that off the canal building I don't know what day today is. Yeah, yesterday. But I did not make it to Greenville yesterday, so it'll take a few days before I can rebut your trash talking.
Gotcha. Jeremy will be one of the celebrity judges that is involved in judging all of the wieners, as he just loves to do in his free time. You can, again, go to bearsbbq.com. Bears Smokehouse Barbecue, the official barbecue of the Sportsocracy. Don't miss the big wiener party down on Cox Avenue on August the 9th. We'll see you there.
The walk to Bears is going to be fun for me, wearing a shirt that says, "Won't you allow me to judge your..." That'll be fun in downtown Asheville.
No kidding.
I'll tell you this much. Not walking by the bus station. That's for sure.
Definitely don't give them your phone number. That's not going to go well for you.
Some guy will walk up to me and go, "I don't have that thing you're looking for, but would you like to buy this rock?"
Defensive power rankings hopefully finish up when we return.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Or miss than
All right, we're clear.
Under shower threat this afternoon. Chances going up a little bit more for Friday.
Oh, we're
Mix of
morons.
clouds and sunshine this afternoon. A late day storm threat 88.
I wish you could have seen the look
tonight.
on
And then clear
Tim
overnight
Bugg's
upper
face
60s.
when I asked him
Friday,
to make
scattered
me a shirt
showers,
that
maybe
said,
a thunderstorm.
"Won't
in the
you
afternoon,
allow me to
close
judge
to
your
90
wiener?"
degrees. Saturday, scattered storms 90. Chance of showers and thunderstorms Sunday near 90. From the Weather Channel, meteorologist Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored.
You better wear a jacket.
Our instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Business owners can now keep in touch with up to 200 staff members at one time. Go to rapidradios.com now for up to 60% off and free shipping.
It takes decades of hard work to buy a home, but the hard work doesn't stop there. At Rocket Mortgage, we believe your home is an active investment, not a passive one. So let's put it to work. When you unlock home equity, you unlock new doors for your family. Renovations, extensions, even buying your next property. Get started today with smarter tools and guidance from real mortgage experts. Find out how at rocketmortgage.com. Rocket Mortgage LLC, licensed in 50 states. NMLS ConsumerAccess.org, number 3030.
Upgrade your learning experience during Dell Technologies Back to School event with AI PCs like the Dell 14 Plus featuring an Intel.
I don't think I've ever seen a more useless clickbait article on a website than Caitlin Clark in her new bikini. I'm good. I think I'm fine.
New AI PCs with Intel inside. Discover a smarter way to learn at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell deals.
You've got an app for music, an app for photos, maybe even one that helps you sleep. But only one app puts the live radio dial in your pocket and lets you save your favorite stations, playlists, and podcasts as presets. Get the free iHeartRadio app, the #1 app for radio.
Bears Smokehouse Barbecue. I mean, I have seen a Taylor Swift show, and she wasn't worth looking at either. And it's crave. Bold flavors and big portions. Oh, yeah. And they've got the balls. Bear's famous bear balls are packed with mac and cheese, pulled pork, cornbread, and deep fried and then topped with bacon and cheese sauce. This is the place to be. Live music on Saturdays and the first Sunday of every month. They partner with the Guitar Bar to host Mr. Jimmy's Barbecue Blues. Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue in downtown Asheville and South Asheville.
Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports have teamed up under a new local owner to serve our community with the finest custom apparel and unique branded items at the best price. Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports can customize whatever you, your team, or your local group may need with high-quality screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. engraving. Visit
I think I'd rather see Chet Holmgren in a bikini.
mtngraphicsavl.com. That's mtngraphicsavl.com or Showtime.
Only his bulge wouldn't be as big.
A one-stop custom apparel shop.
In the aftermath of Hurricane Helene.
I don't get to say that on the YouTube very often.
On Neighbors Helping Neighbors. For times, one of the best things to have around is a redneck with a chainsaw.
Not just a chainsaw, boy, just country boys in general. When you live in these mountains, you figure it out. Like, you make stuff happen.
After answering the calls for help that
Jonathan
they heard
Welch
on the
wins.
radio, the Chainsaw Brothers are still here, making it happen the right way. Fair, insured, and local. Need tree help? Call the Chainsaw Brothers. 316-1013. 316-1013. It's apt.
The Sportsocracy.
You are a regular nuclear meltdown. You better cool off.
We're back in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville. The trek that began 12 days ago. Power Rankings Tuesday from last week was all about defenses in the NFL. And with the days off and the dragging of arses that was done on this program the days before the days off, well, we're still chugging away at it there. So, Jeremy, at least we only have good teams to talk about in the next 20 minutes here.
Yeah.
So, going back to our tiered system here, the gatekeepers of the NFL defenses. How did one Chat Jeepit describe the gatekeepers?
Did you just do my thing with Chat GPT?
Jeepit, yep.
Chat Jeepit.
Mm-hmm.
That's strong. So gatekeeper. I probably should have pulled that up. Hey, when you rank those, where did that go?
Hey, remember when we had those?
It's there. I mean, the funny thing is, it's been so long ago that it's about 70 things deep on my Chat GPT.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. There it is. Gatekeepers is 2. There we go. Starts with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay.
Am I the only one that doesn't think this defense is as good as everybody else does? I mean, I get it. You got TJ Watt. You got Alex Highsmith. I don't really buy into much else of this.
There's not much else to buy into.
I don't think any of it's bad. I
mean,
don't
it's very
see
Pittsburgh.
an elite defense there.
No.
Like the third best player on that defense is who?
Ooh. Maybe Patrick Queen?
I would
He
have
had a
said
good
Cam
year last
Hayward,
year.
and it wouldn't have even been close.
Oh, yeah. But he's 90 years old.
But, I mean, Jalen Ramsey and Darius Slay, that is a vast improvement over what you had. I think Ramsey's going to play a lot out of the slot. And, I mean, I think it's fine. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's great.
Mm-hmm.
And the offense is not going to do a lot to prop you up.
Well, it's probably still going to be good enough to have them on the outside of the playoff discussion down late in the season.
Is it weird that Pittsburgh's the first team I think I've ever seen that I wish they just played full 4-2-5? Well, I just want you to play that full nickel college football defense where you just have your 4 dudes, hand in the dirt. It's Watt, it's Highsmith, Hayward, and Harmon. And then you got the 5 in the back. I don't love any of them, but I don't hate any of them either.
Mm-hmm. But then that takes Keanu Benton off the field, and you like him.
It's a rotation with Harmon.
Okay.
Benton would be more in early downs. Harmon would be more rushing the passer, and I am perfectly fine with that.
Yeah. No, you've got a couple of stars on the defense, and the rest of it is either aging to a detriment, or I'm looking at Joey Porter thinking, God, I had such high hopes that he was going to be awesome.
I must
and
say,
he's not,
I did
but
not.
He's okay. After the Steelers.
The Steelers, for me, is where you get into Buffalo. Another defense that, to me, is good, but I don't know that it's great.
Mm-hmm.
Because Buffalo doesn't necessarily have a hole. I'm okay with the secondary now. I think it's vastly improved. Yeah, you're counting on a lot of young guys.
Mm-hmm.
Cole Bishop's a starter now. You don't have the more veteran safeties. I mean, you got Taylor Rapp, but you don't have the other ones.
Right.
I've always thought your linebackers are good, not great. But then you get to that defensive line. And that defensive line is, oh boy, they got a lot of players.
Mm-hmm.
Do you realize how deep they go on that line?
Pretty deep.
Greg Rousseau, AJ, this is just defensive linemen that I believe will play more than 15% of snaps. Greg Rousseau, AJ Epinesa, Michael Hotcht, Joey Bosa, Javon Solomon, Landon Jackson, Ed Oliver, Daquan Jones, Larry Ogunjobi, Dwayne Carter, TJ Sanders, Deion Walker. That's 12 deep of guys that I can, honest to God, tell you they're not interchangeable, but they're going to be used like they are.
Mm-hmm.
Buffalo could go full hockey shifts, and I don't think a ton changes. I mean, yeah, you lose the upside of a Rousseau going down to Epinesa. You lose the upside of an Ed Oliver going down to Larry Ogunjobi. But there's still talent there. And I think as long as you can keep these guys fresh, because they do have some injury risks. Joey Bosa is a notorious injury risk.
Mm-hmm.
Landon Jackson, he did pass the physical, which made me feel warm and fuzzy. He had a lot of injury red flags coming into this. I just think that D-line's so good and it's so deep. I mean, can you name me another team in the NFL whose third set of pass rushers are as good as Javon Solomon and Landon Jackson?
No.
I can't tell you many whose second set is that good. And just with the way Sean McDermott builds that defense, it's going to protect that back half pretty well.
Okay. After the Bills.
After the Bills is the Los Angeles Chargers. I don't think you're as high on them as I am.
I
know you're not as high on them as a team as I am.
I'm pretty okay. I'm pretty okay with it. The defense, it doesn't really stick out to me. I mean, obviously you still have Khalil Mack.
Where's the weakness?
There's still Derwin James.
Mm-hmm.
Aloha Gilman is really good. I mean,
especially if you can get him back to health. He was hurt last year, and it really took some of him away.
Yeah, I'd rather you had something better than Dante Jackson to be one of your starting corners.
You do. It's Cam Hart and Steele. It's the two young guys from last year. Jackson's just the fail-safe.
Well, who plays in the nickel?
Derwin James. Because you've got when you play in the nickel, Derwin James plays out of the slot. Tony Jefferson's the box safety, and Alohi Gilman's over the top. That is how it was explained to me. Now, don't quote me of they may play Dante Jackson some snaps, but I don't think it's going to be a lot.
Right.
The way it was said to me by a beat writer of the Chargers is they're planning on Tarheeb Steele and Cam Hart to be the starting corners.
Yeah.
And with that, I'm good. You got two young corners. I think you've got between Mack and Tui Pelotu, that's a couple guys that I really believe can get after quarterbacks. I like the front. Signing, what's his first name? Tyre Tart. Mm-hmm. That was one of my favorite free agency signings of the year that nobody talked about. I just really like this team. Oh, and by the way, they have Kyle Kennard too, which nobody talks about.
Right.
I like this team.
I like this team too. I don't like. I can't pick them to win their division over the Kansas City Chiefs.
I can.
But this could very well be a scenario like we had last year with Detroit and Minnesota, where you just last day of the season, somebody's got to take it, and they end up and they could be two of the best teams in the league or in the conference. The Chargers are very high on my list, but there's no. I mean, I feel like I won't say there's little star power on that defense. But everybody that's not is real damn solid. From the Chargers to
the Minnesota Vikings. I think Minnesota's going to be really good defensively again. I'm not, and I want this to be clearly known, I'm not warming to Minnesota because I still don't buy your quarterback at all.
Mm-hmm.
But I am seeing a path where J.J. McCarthy is treated more like Jalen Hurts was last year, of we're going to win with everything around you and let you do what it is that you do. And I could see a path that they don't drop off as significantly as I thought.
Mm-hmm.
And as I said, this is not really me warming to them. This is more me sounding it out.
Right. J.J. McCarthy would have to be a disaster for there to be a massive drop-off. For me, because the rest of the team is so good. And this is another team that I look at and go, I don't know that you have many holes.
I do not love the secondary. I do not love the secondary at all. And with the way Brian Flores does a lot of this, it makes me super nervous that we're counting on Jeff Okudah to be anything.
Right.
He just never has been.
Right.
Jeff Okudah, I have to say, is probably the least talented player that I've seen get the most second chances.
All right. After Minnesota?
This is where we get into the top tier, which is the Fort Knox tier.
Lockdown.
This is the 5 teams that I'm not going to lie to you. I don't really see. I don't see a lot of negatives to what you have.
Okay.
5 is the Houston Texans. You got 2 elite edge rushers. I think they have 42 linebackers on this roster. I don't love the interior, but I think it's fine with Fatukasi and Sheldon Rankins, and there's nothing there that makes me think that you're going to be great against the run, but I think you can be serviceable enough, and I think you're going to be ahead a lot. And then you add in, they have the deepest safety room in the NFL with C.J. Gardner-Johnson, Bullock, Jimmy Ward, Jalen Petrie, who now is basically a corner.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he still plays some safety, but he's basically their slot corner, which I did not see when he came out of Baylor. I thought he would play that role. I just thought it'd be more the way Brian Branch does and less the way he does. And you got Kamari Lassiter back there with Derek Stingley. There's just not a lot to ding them on. I don't think they're elite at a lot of these things, but I think they're elite at enough. And they're really deep.
Number 4.
Number 4 is the Philadelphia Eagles. Philadelphia is where I think Philadelphia is more volatile than other people do. Because one of the beauties of Philadelphia was how unbelievably deep they were. They're not unbelievably deep anymore. At corner, do you know what happens if let's say a Dory Jackson doesn't work out? It goes to Keely Ringo awfully fast. At safety, if it doesn't work out with Blankenship and Sidney Brown, and whether it's play or injury or anything like that, Can you even tell me who the third safety on this team is? And before anybody says Makuba, I have Makuba as kind of like a de facto starter as the over-the-top because he can't tackle. He can only cover. He does absolutely nothing for you on the first two downs.
Mm-hmm.
It's Lewis Sin.
Yeah.
Who's terrible. You laughed at that. Oh, how long has Lewis Sin been in the NFL?
3 years.
This will be year 5. Do you know he has never played enough snaps in the NFL to even register as a player in the NFL? You have to hit a minimum number of snaps to even register. He's never done it. Linebacker.
5. He was drafted in 2022.
22 season, 23, 24, 25. This is the 26th season. Because he was drafted in 22.
Yeah. He's been in the league 4 years.
This is his 5th season. That's what I said.
Yeah.
That's unsettling.
Mm-hmm. All right, number 3.
And now, all that said, the starters for Philadelphia are still really, really, really good.
Of course.
3 is Baltimore. I don't think I have to say a lot about Baltimore because I talk about them a lot. That team's defense is just absolutely frightening. The thing that I can't wrap my head around with Baltimore is I feel like you're asking Kyle Van Noy to be 4th in the NFL in sacks again, and I don't think that's going to happen. I don't love your pass rushers. I love everything else. And I love your secondary. I don't know why that word would not come out of my mouth.
I do not either.
I do. I love their secondary. I love the safeties. I love the way that team is built. I had to ding you a little bit because I think there's 2 defenses in this league that are just elite.
Just elite. All right.
New England's my 2 and Denver's my 1.
Wow. Okay.
All right. So Denver speaks for itself. They're the number 1 defense in the league last year. Analytically, I don't think anybody's surprised I had Denver at 1. That wow sounded like it was for New England.
Are they better than Philadelphia?
Find me the hole.
I mean, again, this gets into splitting hairs, but
find me the hole. What's the hole on that defense? They have 5 pass rushers. They have one of the deepest secondaries I've ever seen. Oh, by the way, they also have Christian Gonzalez and Carlton Davis as their starting outside corners with Jonathan Jones in the slot. It's the only team in the NFL that has 3 top 25 corners on their roster. It's the only one. Yeah, I do think I think New England's that good.
All right.
And they're safer. The high side on Philadelphia is safer. The minute one guy gets hurt, your floor is scarier than New England's. And look, we do this every year. Somebody's going to get hurt. The question is who.
Right.
I'm not trying to forecast injuries or anything like that, but somebody's going to get hurt. And I just look at New England, I think they're better prepared for that.
Okay. All right. There you have it. Defensive power rankings. It only took a week and a half. We'll be back with you tomorrow on ESPN Asheville. It will be
Football Friday.
There you go. We'll be back with you at noon.
ESPN Asheville.
And clear.
Mountain weather forecast.
More miss than hit on our shower threat.
We
this
missed the
afternoon.
super chat.
Chances going up a little bit more for Friday. Mix of clouds and sunshine this afternoon. A late day storm threat.
I wasn't saying that for anything on the world.
Tonight upper 60s.
I didn't see.
Friday,
I haven't
scattered
seen what
showers with a thunderstorm in
what
the
it
afternoon. Close to 90 degrees.
Said that Hogan couldn't no-sell the Grim Reaper.
Just race staging.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies,
which is next level troll. Just maybe not the day he died.
RapidRadios.com now.
And hilarious, but not for public consumption. Kudos to you, Jimothy.
I still haven't seen what it says.
Tell everybody. Oh.
Says Hogan couldn't no-sell the Grim Reaper's finishing move.
Right here.
Win $1,000 on ESPN Asheville. Is your truck wimpy, trailer barely hanging on, shed crumbling? Leonard Truck Outfitters, the largest truck outfitters in the Southeast, supercharges your gear. Rugged bedliners, hardcore truck accessories, top quality trailers, and sheds built to last. With over 100 locations.
I didn't see it. I was on the. I looked at the clock and realized, oh crap, we're doing that thing again. We're doing that thing again where I got 5 teams left in 5 minutes.
Allstate first.
Yep.
The Check Your House sitter has the new code first before leaving for vacation.
System lockout.
But that's the code.
Contacting authority.
I'm out of here.
Oh, seriously, the car too?
Yeah. If we had said that out loud,
So check Allstate
somebody
first
from
for a home and auto bundle that
Leicester
can
would
save
have
you
come and
hundreds.
punched you in the
You're in
face.
good hands with all.
No doubt.
Which kind of makes me wish you
Not
had
available in
said
every
it.
state. Potential savings vary. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance
That'd be
Company.
funny to just have you pulled up on Zoom.
This
and here
is the
comes
story of the
Billy
one.
Ray, Bubba Ray
As a
Dudley
lineman,
come
he does
punch
whatever
you
it takes to keep the power on community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
We all remember that one teacher who made a difference, who believed in us, challenged us, made learning fun. Now's your chance to say thank you in a big way. iHeartRadio's Thank a Teacher, powered by Donors Choose, celebrating the incredible impact of public school educators. Nominate an outstanding teacher in your life who's gone above and beyond for their students to be among the winners of $5,000 to stock their classroom. Help us say thank you to the educators shaping our future. Get all the info and nominate a teacher who goes the extra mile today at iHeartRadio.com/teachers.
At Ingles, whether we're celebrating Friday night rivals, televising college basketball games, bringing the Fan Fest to semi-pro soccer, or taking you out to the ball game at your minor league park, it's all in the bag. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
From the Ingles studio, WPEK Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, W225CJ Candler, the #1 preset in your car, and the new and improved iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good.
Huzzah. I'm going to go take a nap.
Indeed.
Because I'm exhausted. I've been having to do business stuff during this show.
Fun.
Yeah, we do. All right, dude. I'm gonna go